Okay.
Did you drop the link in the? Did anybody drop the link in the other BDU?
I'll get it. Right. And
good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of BDU. First and foremost, what are people drinking?
Lee, what are you doing?
Sex.
Is that Polish sex juice? Okay. Yeah, Nicholas, what are you drinking?
I have a Trailway KJ, which is their milk IPA.
Okay. How about yourself there, Gregory?
Well, I'm finishing my Facts 10%. Now I'm going to let you guys vote. There's 3 of you in here. I can either have, I believe it's the Martell 10%.
Do the Martell next.
Martell or the Crest 10%.
Do the Martell next.
Martell?
Yep.
Chad just wants me to end with the
later. That's
well, that's going to happen even if I was drinking 3%.
And I'm going to be drinking the Boddington Pub Ale.
Oh, nice. I got one of those too. Thanks, Chad, for pulling that out today at the LCBO. In the where was that sitting in the clearance bin?
That was sitting in the singles bin when a 4-pack falls apart.
Yes, I have one too. I've never had, and it's Nitro, so I'll probably like it. You'll probably like it. But oh my god, this fucking vanilla porter, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I haven't had it in a while now, but it's fucking so good.
You'd think that stouts have a nice cascade effect. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. So we are live. Remember, to everybody out there, you can ask as many questions as you want. We'll get to them. Today, as it's just me in here, well, as it's us in here, we will... well, since it's more than just me in here, it'll take a little bit longer for us to get to the comments than usual when I do the Q&A sessions. But yeah, we'll get it all done. First and foremost, I guess start with the normal stuff that everybody hates, which is the Canadian beer news.
Woo! Yeah. I'm just gonna say, on behalf of Joe, that's not here. For fuck's sakes. Okay.
So first is Nickelbrook and Hamburger are releasing One-Eyed Stag collaboration ale. Yeah.
Hamburger?
Hamburger, yeah. It's a gourmet hamburger bar in Hamilton.
Okay.
Oh, where? Tell me everything.
Anyway, it's going to be a 3.5% ABV Belgian-style table beer, designed to pair with Elk Crossing Burger, created by Hamburger's chef Michael Capullo.
Not as good as Martin's high quality 10%.
Hello
beer.
there, Lee.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Lee. Hello. What are you drinking, Lee?
Murphy's.
I'm drinking a Boxing Rock, the Next Chapter Rye IPA.
The Next Chapter.
Nice.
So I'm going to be switching over to the headset microphone for a little bit, so it's going to be scratchy just while I read these, and then we'll go back to normal. High Park Brewery has just received a B Corp certification. So High Park Brewing is in Toronto, Ontario. They are now part of the B Corp, which also has Beau's All Natural, Picaroon's Traditional Ale, Persephone Brewing, Upstreet Craft Brewery, and Brasserie New Deal.
All right.
So, for those of you that don't know what the B Corp is, it's basically excellence in social and environmental responsibility.
So they got some environmentalist street cred now.
Yep.
Street cred. Woo. Gangsta.
I don't care. Kill the planet. Just make good beer. That's all I care about.
In Nova Scotia, there's a new brewery opening up, Tanner and Company Brewing, opening this weekend in Lunenburg County. In Chester Basin.
Lunenburg.
Are we supposed to know where any of these places are?
Lunenburg.
Who the fuck doesn't know what Lunenburg is?
Oh, okay.
For this weekend's launch, there will be 6 beers available in 750 milliliter swing top bottles. They're American Pale Ale, they're Belgian Blonde, they're Imperial Milk Stout with Masala, Lemon Lavender Saison, the Dampf beer, and the Rogan beer. That's actually a really intriguing lineup for Nova Scotia.
That is.
Awesome.
For no, thanks.
Well, you know what I mean. Like usually when we read a brewery from Nova Scotia that's just opening, this is our blonde, this is our 3 different pale ales.
Yeah, true.
Just stably in the heart.
So we have an imperial milk stout with masala chai spices, a lemon lavender saison, and 2 styles of beer that don't get made very often: the Rogan beer, which is the rye beer, and the Dampf beer.
Right. Interesting. There's another brewery that I noticed. They're soon going to be in the NSLC, and they look really interesting. They got like an oyster stout, and they had like a something else. I'm trying to fucking find them here because I retweeted something. Here we go. Sober Island Brewing.
Sober Island Brewing.
Sober Island.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're not getting any Fax 10 there.
Ooh.
Let me just quickly go to their webpage. They have a.
Okay, well, you do that. I'll read the last opening that I had, and then we'll let you read that one. Niche Brewing is opening soon near Fredericton, New Brunswick.
Nice.
So they will be opening in Harwell, a small community near Fredericton in west central New Brunswick. Niche Brewing is being founded by veteran homebrewers
Hanwell.
Rob Combs and Sean Meek, and will be launching with a 1-barrel system and a focus on keg sales to local licensees. You're not going to have a lot of keg sales with a 1-barrel system. Just saying.
Yeah, that's
just saying.
Well, Hammond River. I know people love hearing me talk about Hammond River, but they started with a 1-barrel system, and they had reasonable. If the beer is good quality enough, he'll end up having supply issues, but he will sell enough.
Well, it's not even supply issues that's the big problem. It's everything. I mean, it's an economy of scale. If you're brewing only in 1-barrel systems, you're not going to make enough money because you're going to have to almost always be brewing. I mean, that's the problem. That's the problem. Brimstone
before he went out on his own. Hammond River Brewing was making enough money off of this 1-barrel system to quit his day job and do it full time.
Then I don't know what the difference is in your taxation rate from here, but there's nobody here that can do it. Everybody that's tried has wished they had opened bigger. That's what happened with Brimstone. They opened as a 1-barrel system originally. And then they went, oh, fuck, we can't even keep up with the people in Ridgeway, and we're not making any money.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is. I know he was able to quit his job, and he was making quite a bit because he's got a pretty big house. Anyway.
Okay. Go ahead, Lee, about Sober Island.
Yeah, they seem to be making all kinds of interesting sort of more British-style stuff. They have just their core lineup. They have an oyster stout, ordinary bitter, and golden rye ale, and they have a couple like seasonals, or especially one-offs at the very least. One of them's a mild, which piqued my interest quite a bit. It was like a 4.2% mild or something.
In Sober Island, I had their oyster stout at the Big Axe Beer Fest back in July with Donrig, and it was actually really good.
Nice. Yeah, apparently they're getting in the NSLC soon.
Oh, sweet.
So to hit up our comments here, first and foremost, we had Mr. Angus Wangus saying he has a juicy ass, which is both a sexual innuendo from Mr. Angus Wangus and the beer he's drinking.
Hey,
Toronto Fire is here. Good day, Toronto Fire. Toronto Fire did his little challenge with Matt recently from Reckless Eating. He says, "Hello, beer chug champ," and no, I just had to show Matt up. That was it.
Did you see my challenge there, Rhino?
Yeah, I saw your challenge, sir. I did. That was pretty good. I'm curious if Murphy's has a little less nitrous or anything. Like if it's actually.
Stop trying to make excuses. Just do it.
I'm not trying to make excuses.
Stop trying to put my accomplishments down.
God damn! Now it's fucking hilarious. Oh, we got a rumble here. Okay.
I'm just saying that I watched you do the Guinness Gauntlet before too, and you couldn't do it as well. So
let's get ready to stumble.
I'm just saying maybe I'm getting better and better, and you're just getting weaker and weaker.
That could be it. Yes.
Yeah.
We just said that at the same time. Okay, shots fired.
What do we have?
Yes,
we have from Marty Fowler. Hey guys, just drank a few beers. Newest one to the Collection Arts, number 4 IPA. It was nice. And St. Mary's Axe. It was very nice. I have a St. Mary's Axe downstairs to review. I also have a IPA number 4 that was sent to me today, so that's downstairs too.
Jeez, we just got IPA number 3.
Nick, that's on
Fresh.
It's on ANBL. Fresh 2 months ago.
Oh, now this isn't really a beer news story, but I did drop this off in the on the website a little while ago, on the Facebook site. Sorry, there is a Pickle of the Month club.
Yeah.
Chris Peters.
Oh God! Don't let Chris Peters know that shit.
It's a 12-month subscription that will run you $54 a month.
God.
Well,
Great deal.
Thankfully, Chris Peters does not have $54 a month.
Oh,
Now, though a lot of what they will be sending you is pickled cucumbers, they will also be sending you other pickled fruits and vegetables like watermelon and onions and all that.
Oh boy.
Fuck. Pickled watermelon. This doesn't even work. Wouldn't it just disintegrate?
That's a big thing, apparently. Pickled watermelon is huge.
Oh.
I just thought I'd
pickled
drop that off with you guys. I found it amusing.
Argue amongst yourselves.
Did you say $54 a month?
Yes, $54 a month.
That's so fucking. What a waste of fucking money. I'm applying. I'm going to subscribe. Hell no. Hells no.
Now, for Joe, who isn't here, 5 upstate New York Wegmans have landed a really hard-to-get beer. Circle the date for Focal Banger.
Focal Banger.
Yeah, what's the date?
No, Focal Banger, does that mean skull fucking, like in the eye hole?
Yes.
Nice.
It's a much sought-after beer from Vermont. It will be sold in several upstate New York Wegman store locations. Rochester, New York. Okay, upstate New York, hopheads, here is your chance. 5 upstate New York Wegmans food markets will be selling limited supplies of Focal Banger, a beer that craft enthusiasts often drive hundreds of miles to Alchemist Brewing Company to get.
Does it say which Wegman?
But this coveted beer will be extremely limited. Each store has only 1 case. That's just 120 cans across upstate. And each customer can buy just 1 can and must drink it on site at the store restaurant.
Whoa.
You can't take it home.
What kind of weird ass fucking rule is that?
You know what? That's so that people don't come in with 24 mules.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
what do we have? We have
I'm gonna go to Wegmans. I'm gonna drive to Wegmans, and I'm gonna drink a beer, and I'm gonna say hi to the cop as I get back in the car.
And say they forced me to do it.
Thanks, man.
So what do we have? We have Parrington near Rochester, Transit Road in Buffalo, and then we have Canada Guar, Pittsford, and DeWitt near Rochester and Syracuse.
All right, I don't have to worry about it then.
Well, there's one in Buffalo. You can go to Buffalo and get it. Each
well,
can is $10, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, this is stupid, though. I mean, you can't take your beer home and enjoy it. You have to do it on the fucking thing because of mules and shit. Well, fuck that. Fuck that whole...
Well, I mean, I think it's stupid, but at the same time, it's kind of an ingenious way to keep mules from being there.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just another...
Just makes more fucking beer then.
At the other time, it's still just another hipster gimmick at the same time.
All right, so you do your beer review right there on the fucking site. Then that's what it's gonna.
Yeah, that's to get them publicity because you'll be there doing your little Instagram photos and your little Untapped bullshit on their fucking site, drinking their stupid ass overpriced beer that you can't take home with you. So what the fuck's the good of a beer you can't fucking take home with you?
And enjoy at home and share with somebody else
Hey, you don't want mules? Make a lot of it.
Exactly. That's the point, right? I mean, that's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, stupid gimmick.
Here's one for all the Canadians out there. Montreal has been named the #1 best beer town in Canada.
Fuck you, Montreal.
I wouldn't dispute that. I mean,
better than Toronto?
Oh yeah, French Canadians.
Toronto.
Because French Canadians are notorious drunks and alcoholics.
You know what? This is actually great. This will piss off a lot of Torontarians. So this is the list from 19 to #1. Okay? So first and foremost, at 19, we have Revelstoke, BC. At 18, we have Lacombe, Alberta. At 17, we have Magdalen Islands in Quebec. 16 is Halifax, Nova Scotia. 15 is Halton, Ontario. 14 is Whitehorse, Yukon. 13, Tatamagouche, Nova Scotia. Then we have at number 12, Neepawa, Manitoba. 11 is Regina, Saskatchewan. 10 is Yellowknife. 9 is St. John's, Newfoundland. 8 is Grand Prairie, Alberta. 7 is Van Cleet Hill, Ontario, which has bows and a bunch of cows. 6 is Penticton, BC. Number 5 is Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Number 4 is Victoria, BC. Number 3 is Nakawik, New Brunswick. Number 2 is Collingwood, Ontario. And number 1 is Montreal. Toronto isn't even on the list.
Yeah.
It's a false list.
Nakawik is where the Big Axe Beer Fest was.
Sounds like it's a paid list.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know a whole lot about Montreal. Maybe it's a good beer city.
Montreal, I could accept Montreal as number 1, but Ottawa and Toronto both should be on here.
Well, no. I was gonna say I'm fairly familiar with the beer scene in Collingwood, and although it's decent, I don't think you could compare it to Toronto. To be fair,
I can't believe that Vancouver isn't on here.
I can. They're all just a bunch of fucking pot-smoking hippies.
Peter's from Manitoba. Where?
Winnipeg.
No, it's not Winnipeg.
It was Brandon.
Brandon, Manitoba.
Chris Peters, Brandon.
Yeah.
It's one of those flat, desolate places that no one wants to live.
It's the smaller of the two flat, desolate places. Well, they're all flat, desolate places.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan has like a 5-foot differential in sea level elevation.
Latrobe, Alberta.
Latrobe, La Creek, or La Crete.
Latrobe, Alberta.
Latrobe.
That's funny.
Because we all know.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you guys just have to get over it. You can't be number 1 at everything, so you got to lose somewhere. Oh, wait, you do that in hockey as well.
Oh, shit.
And I don't even watch hockey, and I know that shit.
You don't even watch the rubber puck stick.
Yeah, I don't watch stickball.
What do we have going on here? Joe's everywhere in the comments. First, we have Lee is just a pro. Furthermore, he is a gentleman and trivia champion. Wait, $54 per month? Is pickle an innuendo for something else? Vocal Banger was available at all the bottle shops here a few weeks ago. Looks like some New York distributor got their hands on it. Same rule. Need to consume it on site. 1 per person. A few different Wegmans have pubs in them. Way better than just a regular old grocery store. And then he says $10. I think they're $4 a can at the brewery. Mr. Angus Wangus, what the fuck? A pub in a grocery store? Really?
Yeah, and Mr. Angus Wangus, you got to go over the river.
And then Joe, again, this is a beer from a brewery that gets no distribution in New York. Seems to be a one-time
Joe,
thing.
why don't you fucking join the chat, you asswipe?
Rules apply to all stores, and they do make a lot. It's just so much. Got distributed here. And yes, Mr. Angus, it's quite cool. Kent Beer Review says it's better than Heady Topper, and Joe agrees.
Joe, why don't you get in the freaking live chat?
Hey, Craig, you want to join the chat? Let us know in the comments. I'll send you a link.
If any of you guys have an issue with Chad being in the chat, that's okay. We can kick him out.
Yep. We can mute him in his own chat, too. That's great.
Bradshaw says Montreal is where most beer is brewed, and I would say that's not really true at all, but hey.
Yeah.
Listen to the tone of Chad's voice now. He's just like really depressed that he's not on this fucking list.
No,
you really sad. You sound legitimately sad that your bullshit town ain't on this bullshit list.
What, Ottawa? I'm in Niagara Falls right now, and Niagara Falls has a lot of breweries, but that doesn't mean they're world class. So I'm okay with Niagara not being on there.
You still Ottawa. You still cheer for the big team in the big city.
I'm just you could say Montreal brews a lot of beer if you're looking at taking Molson into account, but then they also have a Molson in Toronto, which is a pretty damn big place. They have Mill Street in Toronto. They have Steam Whistle in Toronto. So if we're just looking at volume, Toronto's probably.
I get it. Your Molson's a good size. It might not be as big, but it's pretty big. It's a good size. It's a good size compared to the one in Montreal. We get it.
And if we're doing just by volume, then Guelph should be on that list. Sleeman, Stonehammer, Wellington.
Let's not even talk about Guelph. That's crazy talk.
Hey, St. John could be mentioned too, right? Moosehead.
Yeah,
Moosehead. Right. Yeah. Probably even got more call to be mentioned than some shitty town in Ontario.
Hey, the next Carnival cruise ship will be introducing Flavor Town, which is a Guy Ferrari barbecue and beer venue.
Cool.
Oh, for a bit I thought Guy was doing something, and it was a different Guy.
Oh, good old Guy.
English chance.
You're talking Guy Ferrari, not Guy Ferrari.
Before we go on, hold on a second. This is one's for Mr. Angus Wangus. We're gonna go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that's a tasty one. You know what? That's actually a good one to actually keep a couple cans of an age for a while. I aged one of those for a year and smoothed it right out. It'll never get aged in your house.
No.
I'm just saying, if anybody's curious about actually trying to age one of those, I actually did it a couple times with that, and it's excellent.
There you go. From Nick, Mr.
There you
Maxwell Star.
Nick knows how to.
He knows how to sit on stuff for a year.
Oh, that fucking smells good. That's for sure.
So we talked about a brewery meaning to make edible 6-pack rings a while back. Well, they have now made them, and they are safe for animals to eat.
Cool.
A small Florida-based brewery has released an edible and biodegradable 6-pack holder in hopes of saving marine life and cutting down on the amount of plastic in the ocean. Saltwater Brewery's edible 6-pack holder is made up of beer byproducts like barley and wheat remnants, which are left over from the brewing process. So if the rings end up in the ocean, it will safely disintegrate.
You know what's going to happen over years, like over the next 1,000 years or so, there's going to be so many fish eating these sort of wheat byproducts that they're all going to fucking develop gluten intolerances. It's going to be terrible. Now then they're going to have to start introducing gluten-free beer byproducts into these rings, and it's going to be a whole vicious circle, and they're going to be charging way more money for them. So we're going to pay for the fish's fucking celiac diseases.
Well, we want fish. We're already paying for fish abortions.
Exactly. I won't fucking stand for it.
The fuck?
Here's a new one for you guys. There's a new cease and desist out there. New cease and desist.
Who's getting in trouble?
West Coast brewer tells brewer beer maker to change name of hipster apocalypse. A West Coast brewery owned by Anheuser-Busch is demanding that a brewer beer maker change the name of its signature IPA. 10 Barrel Brewing in letter to Mason Brewing Company demanding the brewery stop using the name Hipster Apocalypse for its flagship India Pale Ale. The Oregon brewery has brewed Apocalypse IPA since 2009.
That's dumb.
Seems kind of dumb.
The Hipster Apocalypse is a distinctive enough name. I don't think there'd be too many people making that fucking mistake. So it's a frivolous fucking lawsuit, but they'll probably win it because they have the money.
Yeah, now since they're AB InBev, they'll just fight it forever. They'll keep it in court until the other brewery goes bankrupt.
Yep, fucking scumbags. But hey, they're a great business, Terrio. They're great guys. They're awesome. Big business, awesome.
See,
Everyone should be like Budweiser.
But I mean, we sit here and we read this, and I mean, there was the guy that made the Moose Knuckle beer, and it was completely spelt differently than Moosehead, and he got sued. And I remember most of the panel was on Moosehead's side for that one.
I wasn't on Moosehead's side, I don't think.
I wasn't. It was stupid.
I have no idea where I was.
I mean, I would definitely say it was probably dumb to try to do that with Moosehead around, but Moosehead, they're for what I can see, they're pretty much universally a pack of cunts themselves for the most part.
Oh, shots fired.
They make some good beers, and I like their beers. I like the Hop City stuff especially, but they're still a pack of cunts.
Jesus.
But yeah, this is an interesting thing just because of the fact, like, who's going to mistake Hipster Apocalypse in a state that doesn't get Apocalypse IPA for Apocalypse IPA?
Yeah, exactly. It's just another one of those, things where they're abusing fucking copyright laws, and they have the money to do it, so they'll do it. And the funny thing is, they probably would never ever be hurt by this brewery's beer. So the idea that they're even filing this is just malicious more than anything else.
I'm going to read this next one for Joe, and then we will we'll get to the comments. This is Bell's Brewery announces 4 new beers for its 2018 lineup. So what do we have here? Bell's Brewery is going to be releasing the Oracle, which is a 10% ABV double IPA, West Coast inspired brew. They will be re-releasing Hop Slam, but in a mini keg.
Ooh. Huh. Also, like those Heineken mini kegs that wrote.
I miss those. I fucking miss. I can't ever. Do they even fucking sell them anymore? Because I really like those.
So their four new beers are going to be. You can get the Buzz one. You can get not Buzz. Sorry, you can get Cool in a mini keg.
No thanks.
Yeah, no.
Oh wow!
So the 4 new beers are Lager of the Lakes, a 5% ABV beer that will debut in February for the first time in 12-ounce cans, 6-packs, and bottles. Sparkleberry Ale, a Belgian-style triple with raspberries that debuts at Kalamazoo Pride, and that did debut at Kalamazoo Pride in 2013, and it will arrive in 16-ounce canned 4-packs. In May, Bell's 30th anniversary Cherry Stout Reserve with cherry juice from the Traverse City area will release to commemorate the 1988 debut of Cherry Stout. And Larry's latest sour ale, coming in early 2008, rounds out the 4 new releases, along with the Hell Hath No Fury series.
Sounds like a party in my pants, and everyone's invited.
Everyone?
No dudes.
Everyone?
Yeah. No, whatever.
Okay, so we'll get to comments here. I could see there was a bunch of them.
I'll just close my eyes. It won't matter.
It's all the same mouth.
Mr. Angus Wangus says nice. He
It's
hasn't
not gay if you don't look.
Mr. Angus Wangus says he hasn't had his dark girlfriend in 2 months. Brian says beer in the glass is Plan B Sierra Niagara.
Chris has had his dark girlfriend.
Brad, my night is fine. It's all good. I'm not going to read that one, Mr. Angus Wangus.
That's racist. That's so racist.
Oh, what did he say? I'll read it.
Oh, Joe, that's a different one. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the Moose Knuckle, which also got a cease and desist from Moosehead, because you're talking about Moose Whiz, the non-alcoholic root beer that also got a cease and desist by Moosehead.
Moose Knuckle. Come on, really?
Moose Knuckle was from Saskatchewan, I think, and the Moose Whiz was Manitoba, something like that.
Now, if it was called the Camel Toe, it would just be sued by feminists.
10% beers. Try and chug 5 of those.
Okay.
What Rhino wanted to say is our hipsters in Japan called nipsters. That's not even that racist. Relax.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I had a Sparkleberry at the Detroit Beer Fest a few years ago. It was weird as fuck. Okay, good to know, Joe. And Brian says Heineken mini kegs are still available. I haven't seen any. In forever.
Yeah. I think they were just limited where I was.
Yeah.
Usually they show up around the fall.
I will go buy one, and I will put it right on top of my mini fridge.
Yeah.
Right here.
You should put it in the fridge.
Well, yeah. First, and then when I'm drinking it, I'm just actually, you know what? No, I got room in there. I'll probably put it in the fridge.
What's in the fridge today, guys? It's a fucking mini keg. Greg, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
For everybody out there in the UK that watches us, there is a new brewery in the UK called Nirvana Brewery in Leighton. It is the first all non-alcoholic craft beer brewery in the UK.
That sounds awesome.
Hell of a great time. Let's all get hammered.
So what do they have? They have Cosmic Stout at 0.0%, Tantra Pale Ale at 0.0, Sultra IPA at 0.5, and Karma Pale Ale at 0.5.
At 0.2.5.
That's funny because Karma's going to come around on them and sink their fucking business into the
Now,
toilet.
there is another non-alcoholic brewery that I know of, and that's the one here in here in Ontario called Partake, and they are doing a stout right now, and they put out an IPA already. And apparently they've done blind taste tests, and people can't tell the difference between the alcoholic and non-alcoholic IPAs.
Until 5 minutes later when they just feel like, well, my life still sucks and I'm drinking beer. What the fuck's going on?
How come this ugly girl's not getting any better looking right now?
Yeah,
or the girl's side, why isn't that ugly guy getting any better looking?
Right? It's all same thing. Fucking potato patreasin, whatever.
Listen, all us guys are perfectly handsome. There's nothing wrong with us. Next.
He speaks the truth.
It is true.
Here's a good gimmick beer, and there's been beers like this brewed up for the Women in Craft Brewing Weeks and stuff like that. There've been the lactation beers and stuff, but this is hot news flash, brewing up Herbal Menopause beer. When New Hampshire brewery owner Joanne Francis first floated her idea for a new kind of beer a few years ago, her employees reacted, she says, with disgust and horror. Her idea, a beer for women in menopause. Why not? The 57-year-old Francis wondered. The idea of simply putting herbs into a beer that would be favorable for a woman experiencing menopausal symptoms was simply just a no-brainer, she said. So she created Liberation, a limited edition craft beer that debuts on Thursday.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with that? What's so gross about menopause?
I didn't say anything gross about it.
I didn't say you did, but it seems
the
like
albino Rhino hates menopause. You heard it here first.
But it seems like there's some sort of notion going on in the story that people were at first taken back and disgusted by. But like, did they not understand the difference between menopause and menstruation? Do they not get the concept?
Do they? But the more pressing question is there a beer for menopause?
Oh,
because the guys, when their wives go through menopause, the guys have to go through it too.
Well, you see, pretty soon
they're very difficult.
The Boy Scouts are now letting girls into the Boy Scouts, so we need to have that duality going on.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Who the fuck is trying to call me?
Probably Nick.
Drunken one.
Too.
Yeah, Drunken one's calling your personal line.
I just got it too. I don't know who it is. If it's you.
You doesn't know how technology works.
I don't. I just hear it. I can't even see it anywhere.
Oh,
well, you can't see most.
Are you blind?
Oh Jesus!
Wow. Sorry.
Wow. It's Big E. It's Big E.
Oh, this is yours?
Big E. I can't for some reason invite anybody on this right now. See, if I go and share my screen.
Oh, there he is.
And I'm doing this. I'm just going to show you guys this. Like if I write in somebody's name, it doesn't show up. See, like there's something fucked up right now with my thing.
Doesn't matter. He's here.
Well,
so.
We know there's something fucked up with your thing.
It's a shit fucking idiot inside of a shit fucking idiot inside of a shit fucking idiot inception.
It's like a Russian doll.
That's Uncle Leo.
Jesus, it's almost like Ewart is judgmental.
Uncle Ewart?
Next news story before we get back to comments. And first off, Ewart, what are you drinking? What are you doing? How are things going?
Are you having Fox 10%?
Nothing. No, I'm not nothing. I just got home.
You don't even have one of them fancy aquas?
No, not even that. Sorry to disappoint.
Wow.
Well, that's not exciting. You got to give Greg something to masturbate to.
If this was the 1950s, you'd still be a loser.
That means so little coming from you.
The last two things, and we're going to get to comments here. This one is Niagara news. Museums, A-Muse popping up at Lock Street Brewery. Interested in exploring the creepier side of St. Catherine's history?
Yes.
St. Catherine's Museum and Welland Canal Center will be bringing its award-winning and innovative pop-up museum experience, A-Muse, to Port Dalhousie for a one-night-only event at Lock Street Brewing Company on October 14th. The pop-up exhibit will feature items from the museum's collection out of a social atmosphere where people can view, discuss, interact, and share their stories about the items in the museum's collection. Saturday's pop-up will allow the public to explore the stranger, creepier side of St. Catherine's history and score a deal on drinks. It's part of the fifth and final series of A-Muse, which has been pop-ups taking place all over the city, from Rodman Hall to Lakeside Park, Market Square to Mahay Tower, Mahay Cafe and Lounge. There's been a number of interesting and unique displays put on by the museum as part of this series.
Wait, did you see it was Brock Street?
No, Lock Street.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like
not the Wheels Brewery.
Yes, is Wheels one of the special attractions? Like a fucking spook house. He comes out in his fucking wheelchair and scares little kids.
It's funny. It's funny that it's at Lock Street, and I'll go there. I'll check it out. I'll say hi to Sarah and the rest of the crew. I will say hi to Wolfgang because.
Yeah, I might be up there that week, that day. So
he doesn't even want to fucking come out when we do a fucking beer-umentary, but whatever.
Listen to Chris fucking dropping names here on the fucking live stream.
So I'm gonna screen share this. Cool. I thought you guys would like to see this. Everybody viewing this.
Oh god,
first
Chad
and foremost.
fucking.
So no. First off, look at that barrel. It's exploding. Like the bottom is about to pop out.
Oh Jesus, you're right.
Holy shit.
That's fucking hella dangerous.
That is sexually repressed.
So this video is them trying to release the pressure.
Oh my god, I would not be behind that camera.
Yeah.
I'd be like a mile away shooting it at it with a 22.
That's crazy shit.
Jesus.
Oh, period blood.
I love this video. I think it's amazing.
Holy fuck.
There she blows.
That's
It's like fucking 10 minutes of fucking.
wow.
Oh, another call. Who's that?
Holy wow, man.
Is that Paulo?
What beer was
having a
in
good
that?
time when you were.
Oh, fucking It's already fucking.
Holy shit.
Look at that.
That's like whatever that is, like beer volcano.
Something
now
fruited
Joe's
there, Lee.
here.
You can tell by the color. It was something fruited.
What brewery is this?
Oh, I don't even remember. It was just shared to me a while back.
Wow.
Damn.
Man, that's pretty. What a waste.
It's probably the Menopause beer. Just saying. Stink.
Look at how high it's getting. Like, that's amazing.
Max 10, you fucking it up tonight. Fuck.
Holy crap, it's making a V for victory there. That's
God,
awesome.
it's still squirting. It's like shooting like 5 stories high.
Yeah, some porn stars can do that.
Oh
Yeah.
But I mean, I wonder
but not all.
how many days or hours away that thing was from throwing shrapnel everywhere.
Yeah, that's
true.
Wow, that's stuff's well, that's clearing some good distance there. Holy fuck.
Hello, Joe. Say hello.
Joseph, how are you?
So does Joe joining mean that I have to drink something from the cellar?
Yeah, those were the terms.
There it is.
I'm pretty sure.
Drink your finest.
all the terms are met.
Cellar.
Greg, I'm gonna need you to leave, and I'll decide when you can come back.
And I assume you have
you
have a life supply of facts, which is basically 1 can. That's all you ever need.
That's all I was looking for. Preferably at about 7:59 tonight would have worked better than later, but at least I'll get a chance to try it at some point.
There you go.
Don't worry, Joe. We'll get you a can of that.
Okay, so first
Greg,
and
I'm gonna need you to
foremost,
leave.
jumping back
I'm
to
not
comments
leaving.
here. Jumping back to comments here. Beer Zerker 80 says he would shotgun a camel toe. Mr.
Yes, he would.
Angus says women without camel toes do not approve of drinking. No toe, no go.
Fair enough.
Brian says Oakwood Drive had 7 mini kegs. Me and Chris were just there. I didn't see any mini kegs.
Nope.
Many kegs of what now?
Heineken.
Oh. I mean, what?
From Bradshaw, beer with herbs. What kind of herbs? Well, we're talking about herbs for menopause and sleeplessness and stuff. So I'm going to guess like lavender and stuff like that. Didn't really go into what her stuff was. Menopause Bro, a red ale.
Brow.
Menestolata.
Oh. Minstalata.
Mr. Angus Wangus, heavy with yeast.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ashley Sexton just poured a Stranger Than Fiction from Collective Arts. It's a good beer, sir. That's a good beer. So was your black IPA, but hey.
Did you say Ashley Sexton? Is that a girl?
No.
No.
My boner just died.
That'd be a great porn name.
Good day, Gregory. What's going on? The better Greg?
I'm fine. How are you?
The better Greg?
Even Joe and
I'm still here.
That's funny.
What? What'd you say?
Oh, fucking Greg. Better Greg says, evening chat and guests. Even Joe and Pose, Greg.
I've not said that.
Wow, you
So,
actually.
yeah, we're done. We're done beer topics. What do we want to talk about right now?
In the comments, hold on a second. Rajay just says, "Fucking walked in on menopause." What am I? Why am I not surprised?
I don't see him on here. Oh, there he is. He just showed up.
Roger, more than welcome to join, but
yeah, Rod, you're more than welcome to join. But for some reason, my Google Plus isn't letting me add people. It isn't letting me.
Also, I wouldn't recommend it.
For some reason, Chad's Google Plus is making him an extreme racist.
I broke my bottle opener at work last night.
It's on here.
That's what he calls his
good
dick.
thing you only have fucking 18,000 of them.
Yeah, it's true. Here's one that isn't broken. The exact same one. It's not broken.
I thought you put them up to your face. I thought those were glasses again. You had them rocking at the beginning of the Facts 10%.
Oh, these ones here?
Don't put them on again. That's just embarrassing.
These guys?
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Even the Polish word.
It even has a light.
You know that I'm the.
Chad suddenly seems very smart.
That's awesome.
Excuse me. What now?
Yeah. What?
Oh.
Did you say Chad and smart in the same sentence?
Chad seems very smart with those glasses. He seems like an intelligent human being.
I see what you mean by that. Seems. I get it. I
hate you
slow,
both.
I'm Polish. I get it though. Good job. Backhand compliment by the less Greg. Also, is Ewart here?
Yes,
Nobody cares.
Is.
Yeah, never mind. That was not a question I needed to ask.
Ewart's here, but he's menopausing.
That was more of a statement.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the pots playing and flaying.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't had any water yet, so he's a little cranky.
He doesn't care what kind of pause it is.
More importantly, though, is there a date on that bottled water? Is what I want to know.
I'm going to be drinking a Woodhouse lager beer next, because if you didn't know, this is a lager beer.
That's a nice beer. That's a nice label.
It is.
That's bad. The beer shit.
Log.
It's log.
It's log. It's log. It's big.
It's heavy. It's wood.
It's log. It's better than bad. It's good.
Everyone wants a log. Come and get your log. Log. From Blammo.
From Blammo.
Roll these toasters over your neighbor's dog. It's great for a snack.
What
It's
the
on
hell?
your back. It's log.
Is that from a TV show?
Now, does anyone remember Cinnamon Toast Man's song?
From Ren and Stimpy, you butthole.
Cinnamon toast. No, it's powdered toast man.
Yeah, Powdered Toast Man. Sorry.
Powdered Toast Man.
I'd rather listen to 45 minutes of this than Ontario Beer News ever again.
What was it? One of the characters on Ren and Stimpy was actually Powdered Toast Man. I think was actually voiced by Frank Zappa. Stimpy,
Yeah.
Stimpy,
You idiot.
pot pie. You idiot.
Praise him.
Is that a TV show?
Joy.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. Fuck.
You've never heard of Ren
Ren.
and Stimpy? You were how old are you?
Actually, that beer was one of the beers that we were arguing about for winning the session contest, like the session section.
Which one?
He apparently had put 2 beers in the competition that we did last week.
Who put the Coca-Cola in the competition?
That was one of the beer judges that put the Coca-Cola in the competition.
Nice.
Yeah, especially because he kept going on about having to follow all the BGCP rules and all that, and I'm like, you're drinking a Coke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Angus Wangus is wondering if log is from Saturday Night Live.
No.
It is not, you failure of a human being.
Nope.
Okay, it was the Powdered Toast Man episode. The voice of the Pope was Frank Zappa.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah. Anyway.
Remember the last episode when he was trying not to hit the button? The very last episode?
Oh yeah.
you ever see the fucking the uncensored one where Ren's in the fucking shower with some chick and playing with her?
Oh,
Yeah, there's the one with all the tits in it.
That's on YouTube, I think.
Yep.
Or the one where he's basically getting fucked in the back by Stimpy.
That's like every episode.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Oh joy!
That was actually a pretty damn good Stimpy impersonation.
Yeah.
Oh, Stimpy.
You fat! No, you idiot!
I got a Stimpy doll somewhere that farts when you hug it, and it's fucking great.
I just can't believe that he went from that to King of the Hill.
What?
Mike Judge had something to do with Ren and Stimpy, did he not? I remember that.
Oh yeah, I think it's
No,
he did Beavis and Butthead.
I know he did
Billy-
Beavis and Butthead.
Billy West, the guy that did Fry and all that he was one of the voices on Ren and Stimpy.
yeah.
But-
I wasn't talking about the voices.
And the Ren and Stimpy guy's got
Ren and Stimpy was created by, was it John Kricfalusi?
yeah, something like that.
Kricfalusi, something like that.
A weird.
He did the Ripping Friends too. I
I
remember.
think he
Ripping
did.
Friends.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he did Rocco's Modern Life too. Or am I confusing that with something else?
Was that a Spumaco cartoon?
I don't know.
I got a Stumpy right now. Does that count? Yeah, Patrick Dragon.
100%.
Wow.
100%. That was totally you who said that.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you're right. Bob Camp and John. Yeah, okay.
I actually had the Ren and Stimpy comic book, the very first edition. I only knew them as a comic book, and it had a
Published in 1920.
Had a scratch and sniff sticker, or sort of like a little thing inside. It smelled like a fart. It's fantastic.
Nice.
That must have been exciting for you.
Yeah, it was a collectible until I opened up the package and took that thing out, and
You monster.
I know.
Oh, you let the fart escape.
Exactly, I did.
You didn't stop with sniffing.
Well,
You
he
licked
also
that part.
he also did He Hog.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know what these shows are. I don't watch cartoons. I don't know.
Never heard of He Hog.
No.
No.
Okay.
He hug. Do.
Frankly, it sounds made up.
You're only a year or two older than Lee, right?
Perhaps.
And by that, I mean about 30, 38 years old, right? 39, 40, 41, something like that.
Something like that. Yep.
How do you
Like
not know what
54?
Ren and Stimpy is?
I know what
at
it
all?
is. I never watched it. I can't relate to anything you guys are saying. I know the show existed. I never watched it.
You have the brain of like a 68-year-old, don't you?
I don't watch. I never watched Beavis and Butthead. I don't watch The Simpsons. I
All right,
don't
we're
watch
gonna have to ask
Family
you to
Guy.
leave.
I don't watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my my 3 clauses that I had to join the chat instead of Greg leaving for an undetermined amount of time. Should need you were to leave and never come back.
Yeah, I get to stay.
I was busy watching real life people.
Joe's
do shit.
What'd you say? You're watching real life people take a shit?
That's what it sounded like.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
It sounds to me like Ewert's got his binoculars out in the playground.
I went to school. I went to the Chuck Berry School of Voyeurism.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, you guys know who Chuck Berry is? See, the
Yeah,
thing
I
is,
know. I know.
I know
know
who Chuck
Chuck
Berry
Berry.
is. I don't even listen
Maybe
to
I'm
what he did
dating
with-
myself.
I know what Chuck Berry did. I know he put cameras in his restaurants in the women's bathrooms.
Chuck Berry is the guy that got inspired by Marty.
Listen,
McFly.
there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's film of
Greg
of-
says, and that Ewert is why you're so miserable.
Mhm.
What's
There's
that?
a miserable SOB.
From Fork River Brewing Company, we're doing the full city coffee porter.
Hmm.
I'm gonna call this one today.
It's no facts 10%, I'll tell you that much.
No fuck.
It definitely is not.
Oh, wait,
facts
wait, wait,
10%.
That just made me angry.
Forked River's doing cans now too. Jesus, who's not doing cans?
Well, now that there's so many mobile canning lines, most people are doing them.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they?
Beyond Sessions Canning, who's doing them?
I just can't wait
There's
for the
one other, I can't remember its name, but they do. One does like the
You
Toronto
said
area.
there's so many guys. There's so many
There's
guys.
like-
There's two.
There's one that does Western Ontario, one that does Southern Ontario, and one that's in Toronto.
so many. That's 3. But here's the thing.
Three is so many when there was none until last year.
You just counted them in literally 3 seconds. That was great. I can't wait till about 5 years from now when everybody switches back to bottles, because they're gonna have like exclusive releases. Be like, remember everything we used to be in bottles, looks so better, blah blah blah. It's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Al. You guys are idiots.
I mean, maybe.
I find that insulting, Chad.
You're the one who hasn't changed an avatar in 3 years.
This is true, and I've never changed my avatar.
And that you're the one to refer to as the mobile canning lines as all those guys, and then proceeded to list them off in a matter of 3 seconds because there's 3 of them total.
Wait, but hold on, time out. He didn't even say. Chad didn't even name the 3. He just said there are regionally 3. Sessions Canning, I know, is 1. Name me the name of another.
There's all of them. One does Western Ontario, the other one does Eastern, and the other one does the rest. All of them. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down.
I hate you guys. I hate you guys.
I didn't say nothing about no canning lines.
Just present some facts, sir. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Defend your.
No,
defend
we're done with the facts.
No, it's better when you just go into rants and just start accusing people of everything. Nothing to back it up on. I love it. Let's do it. You know, kind of like Lee hating everything in BeerTube forever. It's terrible.
Well, yeah, because it was so much better back in my day. Now you young kids and whippersnappers in BeerTube are pissing me off constantly all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for.
I can't shut up about it.
Maybe they just got off your lawn.
Now you can tell
Really
kids get out of your barn.
Mobile canning, custom quality canning, and sessions craft canning.
Congratulations.
All of them. Wait. The first one's called mobile canning?
Yeah.
What do you do? That's terrible. How the fuck?
Oh, there's also northern canning, but they only do the northern Ontario place.
That's very inventive. That's like if the very first brewery ever opened would have called itself the beer brewery.
Yeah, or like a store possibly in like Ontario being called the beer store. It never happened.
Wait. No. We still have a beat here in Windsor. We have a brewery called Brew.
Yes, you do.
Don't you have one called just Frank's too? It's Frank's.
Yeah, it's Frank's.
You see why Chad nothing in Ontario
And
got on that
craft heads.
stupid.
You have craft heads too.
Orange snail takes the cake.
You see why nothing in Ontario got on that stupid list of yours, Chad? Because you guys are fucking morons. Like, you're all fucking morons. I'm going to call my brewery the beer brewery. I'm going to call my canning line in the North Canning.
Northern canning. Northern.
Oh, he must have a college education then. He used a bigger word.
Hold on, and Chad, you're sure that they can beverages and they're not just like a cannery?
We put tuna fish in there or anything.
According to Brian, if you go to Mobile Canning Systems website, they will link you to 10 different ones in Ontario.
Oh boy. Now there's 10. I thought there was 3.
Supposedly.
10.
Thank you.
Supposedly.
So what you're saying is doing research paid off.
Research.
Frankly, I don't buy it.
That's one big lie.
I don't think there's enough business to support 10, let alone 3.
Maybe in Montreal there is.
I will review a canning line from your area. When are you going to change your avatar so you're drinking a beer instead of a coffee in that there picture?
No, it's a beer in there. I'm sorry, sir.
That's Starbucks, buddy. You're a liar.
Yeah, I don't trust your fucking judgment. You don't know anything about pop culture. You don't know hardly anything. You should just shut up.
Shots.
Oh, how about Shane McMahon? Any news on that?
I hope he's dead.
Did he do something?
Yeah, he
Jumped
off a cage.
He jumped off a cage, missed his mark, and went through a table.
Yeah,
he does that once every couple of years thereabouts.
Yeah, he did it twice.
Usually he hits his mark though.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's all right.
I hope not.
I can't speak on it, but he's all right. We'll say that.
Let's hope not. Let's hope there's like some residual injuries that come.
He throws the best punches in wrestling. Let's be honest.
Get
Brian's curious how much it would cost to can his home brews.
I don't know. Go if I can contact one of the 3 mobile canning lines that exist.
Yeah.
What? You say canning homebrews? I actually know there's somebody that
Canneries.
does that. Yeah. I got a bunch
Is there no commercially available like easy like home canning thing that you can get like just for like personal?
Well, you can get a crowler machine easily.
Can you?
Yeah, they're expensive though.
Well, the crowler machine isn't that expensive. It's the cans themselves that are expensive because you have to buy them.
I thought it's expensive. It's a little bit expensive.
Well, they are specialty cans. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to buy them. You have to buy them by the skid in Ontario, and then you have to pay somebody to import them for you because they're all being bought from the U.S. I would love to go and watch Brimstone can their beer because they do it right out on the patio.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty cool. Do they actually put good beer in it now?
Oh
no, they're still putting Hail Mary in it.
No, well that's not them.
And Enlightenment.
Well, that's totally on them. I'm not sure how they can rectify the situation other than maybe making better beer at some point. I've really liked a lot of their one-offs and seasonals and stuff way better than their year-round offerings.
Beer in a bag. We've talked about beer in a bag. You can sort of get beer in a bag if you buy the PET mini kegs at Stonehammer.
Oh yeah.
They're plastic mini kegs that have a like triple thick bag inside them.
I don't know. Keeping your beer in plastic seems like a bad idea to me.
And then if you ever go to Together We're Bitter, their fermenters are actual Pilsner tanks on their side, which are filled with food safe bags, and then it's counter pressured, pushing it out of the bag. So they're always in a bag, and they get pushed out of the system through the taps.
I want to buy beer in a box.
And Whippersnapper in Ottawa, they have big the big drums, the big oil drums, and it's a food safe bag inside them, and the food safe bag has the beer in it, and they twist the top and hang it over the sides. They actually ferment inside these bags inside the drums.
I think that's a euphemism of some sort Chris has put on there.
What did Chris put on there?
He needs to put another load of beef in the dehydrator.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he's got himself a high-class hooker. He's gonna
baste his beef with a sauce, and then he's gonna dehydrate it.
Yeah,
Make sure it's sucked dry.
Yeah.
Prowler's can system, $3,900.
Yeah, super cheap. $4,000 for some homebrew. Let's do it.
What's that? Your bag of fucking like expensive crystal meth or something? What's going on there? Fucking Heisenberg over. He's got the fucking. It's not the blue. It's the fucking black or some shit. He's got in there.
Chris, that's his fucking beef jerky.
Oh, shut up, Rhino. You're ruining the joke. You fucking piece of shit.
It is kind of like the black though. People will roll them for it at work.
Oh yeah, that sounds racist.
He had to turn his camera off again because he's not wearing pants.
Oh, see, that's the problem. You guys lived with each other too long. You know each other's habits now. I'm sure there was a lot of free hanging wangs passing by in the hallway at night.
I do not free hang my wang as I pass by people in the hallway.
Yeah, you do. You just warn them, and it never seems to work out for you.
It doesn't. Do not come out of your room. I'm completely naked. What did you say?
Yeah. I'll just go check. Crowler can system, $3,900. Yeah, that's not very affordable for the common home brewer. I guess you have to stick with bottles, guys.
Excuse me.
Strangus Wangus having a Lone Pine Sawdust City for the first time right now. Lovely. And Beer Zircadian says heroin addicts could balloon in their ass and fill it up. Yeah, balloon of beer in your ass. They probably do that in prison. They probably put prison wine up their ass.
What do we exactly? What's happening?
I don't know. I'm trying to run with it. Everyone else went dead fucking silent. I'm just trying to say shit. I'm trying to fill up air here.
Feels like yeah, took a sharp turn in a direction which I'm uncomfortable with.
I'm trying to say shit. That's fucking funny. I'm trying to say something.
I'm trying to fucking salvage this fucking junk heap that's going down.
Yeah, that's impossible.
You can't salvage any junk heap that we're involved in.
I guess not.
Have you watched BDU before? Have you been a part of BDU?
I'm listening to Stern right now, guys. I'm listening to Stern.
That's great.
Stern what? Oh, Howard Stern.
Is this 1997?
The audience went mild. I've been watching a lot of just podcasts and other such things on YouTube lately. A lot of Jim Cornette. I've been watching a lot of the WK wrestling top 5 things. You know, the top 5 controversies. Top 5.
Oh my! You have not got. You got sucked into that. Honestly, that's on you.
I just watch it for shits and giggles, since it's all most of the panelists that talk about it. Well, most of the they have it's basically like. It's basically a panel of different wrestlers and stuff that talk about the things this guy brings up. And it's a lot of the wrestlers that I grew up watching. It's, you know, like Sandman and stuff like that. The Blue Meanie was on there talking about JBL beating him up. And
yes. Yeah. Those things like that. Yeah. They've happened. People discuss them.
Clickbait.
Clickbait.
Oh, Joe doesn't have a channel. He knows all about clickbait. So as soon as you get a channel, you're going to be clickbaiting the shit.
Best IPA reviewed in the month of October on a Wednesday before noon? Question mark? No, don't think so.
Mr. Angus Wangus says, question for the panel. If you were the Vegas shooter, is there a way you could have killed more people than him? It seems to me that he should have killed more people for what he had. Well, if he was dropping grenades down there from the fucking window, he
distance.
Yeah, I mean, even though he was shooting like, I think it was semi-automatics that were like were rigged to be full automatic. Because if you listen to the shots, it's basically going automatic. But the guy apparently had thousands of rounds and multiple guns.
Let me tell you something. He's a bad shot. I'm just saying.
Well, he was just spraying and praying is what he was doing. He wasn't aiming anywhere.
I agree. I watched that video too, Brian.
Battlefield 1.
You were in my basement that night. I had 22 kills in one round.
I don't remember nothing.
You even said, "How the fuck did you do that?" And I giggled at you.
Yeah.
And said, "On these new snow maps, I can see my enemies."
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know. I don't know the specifics. See, Rajay says he was 400 yards away. That would have been a hell of an arm for grenades. Yeah, I didn't know what the distance between his position in the hotel and what the actual 30 pinned-in crowd was.
I'm just 32nd floor. It was like.
So if he's that far away, even the guns he was using wouldn't necessarily be that hella effective.
They're not that hella accurate at that range.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's why he couldn't fight. Well,
yeah, I don't think he was aiming.
It's not like we wanted him to kill more people. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
Listen, as somebody who loves segues, I just question how we segued into Chad's amazing night in Battlefield from the Vegas shooting. I'm not sure how great of an idea that was, Chad, because that's not really comparable.
Chris segued into me playing Battlefield would be the same as that guy 400 yards away.
It was Chris. Chris, that's terrible, buddy.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you were making a blind joke, and you were making a blind joke Steeped in the blood of the Vegas shooting victims.
Yeah, Brian, I knew a bunch of people that were there like the week before.
Actually,
so you basically you don't have a story to tell.
We won't mention where we work, but to
Target, I mentioned it. Done. Oh, it's all close to Canada. That sucks.
Two upper management areas of, we won't mention where we work. We're at Vegas the day before it happened. No, the day after. Sorry, they landed the day after. So they walked in, they got to their hotel, and they're like, fuck. This is not a good
Yeah, but
Vegas.
But they weren't going to be at the concert, were they?
No, there was different.
Yeah, so
different work.
So it's not really a great story. It's more of like I was near a tragedy, but I actually had nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
I had no interaction with it at all. But I'm going to tell everybody I know this story.
I was almost a part of it.
Yeah. Can I leech off the tragedy and horrific deaths of
I'm sure CNN will fucking call you up right away.
Yeah. Hey, I had a cup of coffee there 5 weeks ago, man. I'd like to tell you my story, CNN. You fucking piece of shit.
With Starbucks, they fucking charged me $7 for a coffee, and I got really angry, and now I know what this guy was feeling.
How about we stop talking about it?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. You know, it's pretty.
Especially with the lowbrow jokes.
It's a terrible fucking situation. Don't get it.
It is. It's really bad.
Unibrow jokes.
This world's a crazy place, unfortunately.
It's crazy.
With only 3 can lines in the province of Ontario.
Yeah. How about that Chris Peters and all those women he murdered?
Great.
There's a segue.
That's Peters with
all the women they found, they turned up in a ditch downstream with a pickle in their mouth.
Where's that?
Oh, Jesus.
That's a little specific there, Nick.
Where's that? Did he pay for $54 a month for that pickle?
it's the pickle ripper.
Pickle watermelon.
Yo, by the way, I want to say if that's seriously $54 a month for that club, that's got to be a joke, right? Like that can't be a real thing.
No, that's the club. $54 a month with delivery.
I don't like. I want to see this. I might have to order it myself, even if is it in Canada or just in general.
It's in the U.S.
Okay, I'll let you guys know how this works. I'm willing to. That'll be my first video on my channel. We'll be unboxing the $54 a month pickle club.
And laugh. Oh my god, this is awesome.
You can pay for just 1 month, but it's more than 54 then.
Oh,
well, you know, I mean, I'll probably go 1 month. You know, I don't trust service.
You'll pay like $60 for 1 month?
Well, here's the thing. I like, you know, you do at least 2 months so that you fucking see if it's different the second month.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's usually when it comes to beer, it's like $1 an ounce. Anything over that. When it comes to pickles, it's $54 a month. After that, I mean, take it or leave it.
Pickle too.
Hey, speaking of pickled, Joe, for the cellared beer, is a 3-year-old Trois Pistoles good enough?
Probably not, because it's probably garbage at this point. But give it a go. Do a live review.
Right, Chad? Probably good. It's probably fine.
Live review.
Probably fantastic.
It's probably pretty good right now.
Turn on one of your 37 cameras and do a review.
By the way, Nick, I like the format of the reviews now, where you got the bokeh going. It's nice.
Oh yeah,
cool. You're back. Oh.
Yeah, I'm leveraging the camera gear that I got now.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
You actually fucking put another fucking video up in there?
Yeah, I uploaded 2 today.
He's a sneaky dog. He fucking puts like 3 up at a time, but doesn't say anything.
Nope.
But if you could, Nick, I want more Garfield in the reviews, if possible.
Garfield? What the fuck?
I'll Garfield, please. I'm on board.
I'm just looking behind you.
There you go. If anyone wants to join the Pickle of the Month Club, right there is the link.
Wait, you're going offline already? Oh,
that's
no, actually. I thought you were talking about chat.
Yeah, Jesus.
Pickle of the Month Club. That's the gift that keeps on giving all year round, Clark.
So Ashley Sexton has a question for the panel. Who is tired of these fucking pumpkin beers?
No, We can't fucking find any fucking pumpkin beers.
What pumpkin beers? There's like 2 in Ontario right now at the LCBO.
There's like 2 here.
We only have 2 left. Yeah, you only had 2 to start with, so fuck off.
I had 2 here, and they were both actually good. The St. Amboise and Nine Locks had one that sold out almost instantly.
I'm gonna have the Great Lakes other one that I got.
Well, we had the 2 Great Lakes ones. We had the Highballer from Grand River, which who fucking wants that? The
in my fridge somewhere.
the St. Amboise, and that's pretty much it.
What about the Trafalgar
Lake
pumpkin
of Bays.
We got Highballer and the.
Did they make a pumpkin this year?
We had Big Rig.
I'm suspecting they did.
They did a pumpkin moonshine a few years back.
That's what it was.
Hey, Urt, have you tried the cold pressed coffee pumpkin yet?
What's that?
What's that? Pumpkin from Southern Tier. They made a cold pressed coffee version of it. I was asking if you tried
it. Pumpkin? No, I hadn't. I hadn't even seen it.
It should be. And if you next time you go over the border, check out fucking wherever you go, 8 Degrees Plate or wherever. They should have. It's widely available.
Yeah, probably not.
No, you probably want to. It's pretty good. You'll enjoy it. On a scale of 1 to fuck off, you would drink it.
Carnival Club. The Carnivore Club is probably better. You are correct.
Dude, I'm looking at this fucking thing. Extra crunch spears with salty Old Bay seasoning. I'm fired up with $60. Like,
is there any mention of palate cleansing pickles?
No, I mean, I feel like I should email these guys and just be like, look, there's this amazing beer tuber. You could probably get some kind of deal, maybe like 20% off. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fucking sponsorship.
They could do their advertising on YouTube because they have a green screen.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh,
they know how to make professional
box
videos.
Looks like it has 4 different pickles in it.
Rockstar entrepreneurial starters.
No, one's not even a pickle. Yeah. It just says plump pickled tomatoes. We'd like to plop them in martinis. That's great. Where's the pickles at? I don't want.
Well, no, they tell you that they give you all different things. They'll even send you pickled watermelon some months.
It just says pickles every month for mouths who are kind of a big deal. Big dill. Ah, hilarious! I want to subscribe and unsub instantly to this place. This is terrible.
Man, the jokes just keep delivering.
Yeah. Looking at their examples, they got Marcia's Little Hotties. They have the Real Dill. Jalapeno honey dills. Oh my god!
Whoa! Jalapeno? You're not jerking my gherkin there, are you?
No. This might be the most interesting hour of BDU ever. I love it.
Oh, fucking big cucumber in the vagina. Oh,
yeah, fucking pickle.
Oh, you can get a. There's a they do a bourbon of the month club.
Ooh.
Do they do none of this is worth $60 or $70 a month club? Because this shit's all garbage.
Oh, you French?
Whiskey of the month?
French?
They have a subscription. They have a subscription called Best of Mouth for mouths with high standards. $54 a month.
That's a Chris Peters mouth.
What do you get? You get here's what's in the box, fellas. Hot sauce we want to slather on eggs, pizza, you name it, but they don't tell you. It's just it's the hot sauce.
You have to decide for yourself.
Amazing with in the middle instead of amazing being spelled, it's A-M-A-I-Z-E because it's corn.
Fuck off.
Popcorn with white truffle oil. Then they got a peanut butter chocolate bar. That's the best we've ever tasted.
Yeah, bullshit.
A cocktail mix there for a happier happy hour. And a bread and butter pickle that's a pretty big dill. Nah, this place is fucking terrible. What is this?
Who wrote the fucking the copy for this ad? Was it like a 60-year-old woman?
Some chick.
They have a snack box.
Someone who loves the puns.
Oh God! Don't even tell me what the snack box puns are.
A very good indie Pop-Tart that fits in your pocket.
Jesus Christ.
I just threw up everywhere. Literally. It's all over my fucking keyboard.
It is bad.
This is terrible. This is so bad. This I can't imagine there's some people out there paying $60 a month for fucking things they can buy for like $3 each at the store. It's great.
Mr. Angus Wangus's question is Friday the 13th even more unlucky when it falls in October? No, because that's superstition and it's not true. Beer Zircadian says heroin addicts could smuggle more pumpkin beer into Canada in their asses.
Oh, Beer Zerker's here. Shout out to him.
Beer Zerker, that is not like
Beer Zerker-adian. There's Beer Zerker and there's Beer Zerker-adian. Beer Zerker-adian is the BC Zerker.
Really?
Yeah. Well, whatever. He's Beer Zerker to us, okay?
Yeah, I never heard of the. I never heard of the other fucking guy. I don't give a fuck who he is.
Yeah, he could hop in. Someone send him a link. You need the link.
Beer Zerker-adian though, he has his weird trend going now in the comments. This is the second comment he's made tonight about smuggling something in your ass. Oh,
it's efficient. I get it.
Yeah.
Ashley Sexton is waiting for a Bellwood's Pumpkin Milk Shark IPA.
So is Ewart. That's his jam.
And Brian is going to buy some organic, non-GMO, free trade, gluten-free pickles.
Let me know if they're
make sure they're bottled in free-range coastal water.
Yeah, and if by chance there's some kind of club I can subscribe to for $60 a month to get these pickles, I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board.
All the pickles, all the time.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
All the pickles!
Cleanse your palate, but, pickles. They get the job done.
They do. They do an extra better job than fucking water or bread or,
Pickled kielbasa does a good job, too.
I do have an issue, though. Like, when I'm trying a beer for the first time, I, for some reason, have, like, this pickle brine kind of taste going on. I'm not really sure what that's all about.
I think it's a flaw in the beer. Like, a lot of beers seem to have that flaw where they just have this, like, weird pickle briny taste. I don't know what's going on with that shit.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. Made from fresh water from the Niagara Falls.
When we went offline at the Surly Leprechaun, we talked about a whole bunch of things that a certain pickle lover had said over his time.
Oh God! Well, wait, does he abuse like breweries with his nonsense as well?
No,
are you talking about Chad?
Because we had
Chad does.
because there was so many in-jokes about him being said by a few people in the comments as we were doing
that was pretty much me, and I did it because I figured
I think Jace had a few of them.
Yeah, Jace might have been there a little bit later.
But so because we had so many people dropping
are we talking about Wheels?
him. No, we're not talking about Wheels. Because we had so many people dropping innuendo about him when we went offline, I had to explain what was being talked about.
Yeah.
To which there was a lot of drinking and laughing.
Oh, God. So he's got an even bigger fan club now.
No, define fan.
Well, people who like watching car wrecks. People who watch World Star Hip Hop, that kind of fan, quote unquote. You're there for the drunken hillbilly and ghetto trash fights.
Yeah, I get it.
I gotta go take a quick urination break. While I'm gone, both Brian and you are doing.
Can I be in charge?
How is Brian in charge when he's not in the chat?
Yeah, what the hell?
Mr. Angus Wangus' question: if you played for the NFL, would you take a knee for the national anthem?
What kind of serious questions are going on?
If I felt like protesting something, I'd take the knee. I don't really care about the national anthem because that's just nationalistic bullshit. That doesn't mean anything.
He's a Trump supporter. Let's get him, guys.
Yeah. My wife tried to make... Ashley Sexton says, my wife tried to make a martini with pickle juice. Yeah, that didn't go so well. My God.
Why'd you let her?
Yeah, well, did you divorce this woman afterwards? Or what's going on?
That's crazy. Crazy.
Let's see. New beer, Creemore Oktoberfest. Not my favorite Oktoberfest, but it's decent. It's all right.
Never tried it. I will.
Chris, I thought you went across the border and got some nitros. Why are you not drinking any of those?
Because he's having a shitty beer night.
I did not buy any nitros over the border.
You told me you did.
I bought the milk stout in cans, which is not nitro. It's just carbonated.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I bought the Yingling, which I've never had, and I had one, and it was fucking pretty good.
Oh, no, you didn't. I guess you didn't. Where did you stop to get those cans?
Thursday night last week.
No, but where did you stop?
Wegmans.
Yeah, well, they should have had the Nitro cans because they have them now.
They have they had the Nitro bottles, but they didn't have the Nitro cans.
Why didn't you get the Nitro bottles?
Because I wanted to try the fucking non-Nitro cans.
I gotcha. What did you think about it?
It's good. I like the Nitro better, but there's nothing wrong with the fucking cans. It's fucking pretty.
It's a great beer regardless, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I enjoyed it. For shizzle.
For sure.
Not nizzle.
Cool.
But next time I go over, for sure, I'm going to grab the fucking 4-pack of the Nitro for sure. That's definite. But
It's
now
a
that
6-pack.
Polish sex juice is back in the LCBO.
Excuse me.
No, that's not a deleted scene there, Nick. I did not vomit, sir.
Yeah, that was impressive, by the way. Congratulations. That was very impressive.
Yeah,
I was
that
surprised
was
that
impressive. A dumbass drunk shoved 4 beers down his throat. That's pretty impressive. But yeah.
Well, I mean, nothing was impressive about it other than the fact that it happened in the amount of time it did.
It was more like
you were.
See, what's going to make it impressive is if any of these pussies, these pieces of shit out here that I've challenged, actually take up the challenge and try to attempt to beat me, and of course they'll all fail. That will make it impressive because then I'll actually have wins under my belt. But until then, it's just a thing that happened.
What the fuck are you bitching about right now?
I'm not bitching about anything. What are you talking about?
Chad, I'm going to have to ask you to shut your whore mouth. Thanks.
I'm going to have to ask you to shut your fucking whore mouth.
I don't have a whore mouth, but if I did, I would shut it on a penis.
Mr. Angus Wangus with another question. If you were Harvey Weinstein, would you have banged all those actresses? I probably would have not abused my power to do it, but yeah, I would have banged them all if I had the opportunity. Fuck yeah.
Only if they wanted it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? There's a difference between would you have sex with this person if you could, or would you force yourself upon this person?
Or they're unconscious enough to not specifically say no to you, and therefore it's okay.
No, that's not okay.
No.
I'm going to be drinking Wellington's Iron Duke next.
And I mean, if you're Harvey Weinstein, the only way you're getting any pussy is because you have money. Because look at that dude.
Yeah, lots of money.
Got money and power.
Yeah.
Anybody who's coming into the industry that wanted to make it big, well, you could fuck this guy and get in.
Well, Nick, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Yeah, but he turned it into like a whole system, like organized crime.
Yeah.
Lee turned it into a whole system too.
There you go.
What did I turn into a system?
He's working on the money right now so that he can get the power and then get with women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those super chats I got there. That's
already made $44.
Yeah, was it Jace Westcott who sent you $20?
Chris also sent me $20.
Oh wow, that's on them. Mostly them and all of them, and they should never do that.
I also got $2 donations from I think both of them as well. So Google takes, I believe, 30% from that. So,
30.
Yeah.
I have gotten one super chat and it was from Christopher.
That probably wasn't worth it either.
Mr. Angus Wangus with another interesting follow-up question. Would you bang Harvey Weinstein for $30 million?
Am I doing the giving or the taking?
Yeah, that's the question.
I'm pretty sure
giving or taking or in my mouth and my ass, I don't care. I'd do it.
Yeah.
For $30 million.
Yo, $30 million, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever requires. Swallowing I'm good.
There's a reason I asked, because one way I would have no qualms and the other way I might have some.
Yeah, but once you saw you had $30 million, now is that tax free, or like are we talking regardless? Regardless, I'm on board.
Is it a gift or is it a job wage?
I could, even if they take half of it, I'm cool with $15 million. I'm not, I'm not greedy or anything.
I assume it's a one-time payment, not you'll get paid so much over years of sexual abuse.
Yeah, or like he can't come back for seconds just because, like he seemingly does with everyone else.
Listen, the thing is, even if he gets to fuck you in the ass and come in your ass for $15 million, let's say you get taxed $15 million, you can pay to have professional asshole cleaners clean your asshole.
All right. Number
And
one,
you could pay someone to murder Harvey Weinstein afterwards as well.
this
slowly.
is true. Number one, though, why do you know any of this, Greg? Number one, that would be my first question. Is how do you know the professional asshole cliche? Number two is why did you need to be so graphic?
There's got to be some. There's got to be somewhere.
This is
out
how
there
he
that-
afforded his new dog. He let somebody come in his ass. He bought a dog and he cleaned it. That was the things he
Holy fuck! My dog only cost $250. What?
I know the other $7,000 went to cleaning your ass.
How destitute do you think I am? Fuck.
No, you don't
based
want
on-
an answer to that question.
Yo, based on your untapped check-ins over the last week, very.
Okay, that's fair. They've been pretty bad.
Basement Beer says, "Am I late having a fax 10% right now?"
How do you like it, Jamie?
He should revise having his first and last 10% right now.
Yeah.
Jamie, is it ever too late to have a fax 10%? I don't think so.
I'll be honest, Chad. I'm on the Crest 10%. It's worse than the Martin's 10%, but it's still better than the Fax 10%.
Why
Oh,
is
see,
there
I
even
enjoyed the facts
comparison?
better.
Why are you even drinking these things? Why?
Because I had three. Because I had three 10% beers, so why not?
He's like, holy shit, I'm gonna get a terrible beer. Let me get two others, and they're all 10% fantastic.
They're all like $2.50 at the beer store.
No,
IAMB DJ says, I would bang those actresses if he could, but they can't within Jeter's ring of herp. Ring of herp.
Probably doesn't want the herp.
Derp.
So with the herpes and Jeter,
he's talking about Derek Jeter. I remember Derek Jeter would he would have sex and one night stands with women, and then like have like the gift basket, which included like 8x10s of him and whatnot. I always thought that was pretty classic.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. Jamie says the fax 10% is definitely going to be his last, and it's better than Ricky's Catch 23. Apparently.
Oh, shots fired. To who exactly and where? I don't know.
To a very, very prominent brewer in Ontario, and the brewery he's making the Ricky's stuff. Well, like it's Trailer Park Boy stuff at.
Could you just tell us? Who is it? I forget. Is it Wellington?
It was being brewed at Wellington, and it's Cheshire Valley's brew owner. Who is that? It's Paul. Oh fuck! I gotta look it up quickly.
That's his name. Paul. Fuck! I gotta look it up quickly. That's his name. That's an impressive name.
I've been drinking for a while, okay, and I take a lot of drugs that make me forget things.
And you had a fax 10%.
Oh, Mister. Fuck! I gotta look it up quickly. Where's the? What was the other place you named? Wellington. And then you said
It's
Wellington.
It's Wellington that he brews it at.
Yeah, but you said
Something fuck.
it was something Farms. I can't remember.
Paul Dickey is the brewer.
Paul Dickey.
Seriously.
That's pretty much close to Paul Fuck, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Kind of, yeah.
Paul Dickey fuck.
Yeah.
Paul Dickey fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Paul Dickey fuck.
Paul Wanger.
Dick banger.
Boo boo kitty fuck.
whoa, Jane Silent. Bob Strikes Back.
There is a Jeter Hollywood herpes tree on Bro Bible.
Oh my god.
That's impressive.
Okay.
I don't even know what that means.
Excuse me, what the fuck? Wait, what is it? He said Bro Bible?
Yeah, I guess it's a website. I would guess probably something like
Bro Bible. Products and
ACCO.
stories to make life more chill.
So it's like the keep calm and chill on.
Keep calm and
Like,
chive.
congratulations, you've now
Drive
reached the
on,
other
yeah.
end of the internet.
I finished the internet. Nothing much on the end.
Here it is. A Captain's Legacy, the alleged Derek Jeter herpes tree. Jesus.
Good old herpes.
From a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
Giggity.
I'm surprised that they've never given him a really bad disease in that show.
What are we talking about right now?
He said giggity, so we're talking about Quagmire.
No, Quagmire has had every fucking STD.
Who has?
Quagmire.
Oh, yeah.
Keegan.
I'm gonna have to be up very early tomorrow.
That's on you. I beat you.
That's what she said.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I thought you were for sure.
I have 2 boxes of beer and a Santa suit that should get here tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay, Writing on Your Parade may have officially made an enemy of everyone by saying this. Even tonight, DJ's BrewTube spoke highly of Sam Adams Oktoberfest. This is madness. Me and Nick are all known. Held to the new king of BeerTube, Maxwell motherfucking Star. Number one, everything that you have said is wrong.
Yeah. First trivia champion.
Why did you bash Sam Adams on our thing? Were you the only guy that didn't really care for it on the Anal Wysis?
I don't remember anyone saying that.
I don't know.
I thought everyone
feel like
kind of said it was
trying to.
I thought everyone said it was pretty solid or really good.
No, I liked Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll have to go back and watch. Maybe you slipped something in there that he caught and that we didn't.
Oh, that's one of those. Go check it out.
Yeah.
There's something in there.
I better go delete that video.
I would say that you reclaimed your title if that's the case last night with the.
I never lost it.
It's gonna be like that, is it?
It's always like that. It's always
the champion, by the way.
As much as I don't want to admit it, he is the trivia king. That being Nick right now.
No, this is incorrect.
Yeah, you have no problem admitting that, Rhino, because you rigged the fucking game on the last time, so you cheated.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you made the man defend himself in a fatal 5-way. It was not fair.
Yep.
Not fair. Can't do that.
God,
there's even more competition than the first time.
You didn't even give me my 30 days. I could have had 30 days to go compete.
The man didn't even get to cut a promo. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh my God, that's fucking.
And then look where your promotion went, Rhino. You put the title on a bum. You put the title on a bum champion, and your promotion went down the hill. There hasn't been a trivia challenge since.
Yeah, a certain individual long ago said BDU is almost over as a thing, and here we are. It's almost over. And guess what? And guess
like
what?
2-3 years ago.
Yeah, and you know how we officially know it's over? Because Raining on Your Parade officially, for the last time, has said something incredibly stupid in your comment section.
Actual stuff.
And it's as much as Ewart wants to say it's all the time, that's the first time. First time that he said something like that.
No. Just the last time. Just the last time. I'm sure he'll say something extremely dumb again. It should probably most likely 100% be on Lee's channel. That's how that's going to work. Probably on the next Anal Wysis.
I thought he was being pretty intelligent today.
You would think that.
Of course I would.
Mm-hmm. He called you the new king of beer too.
Hey, I've uploaded like 4 times as many videos as beer reviews in the last year that Lee has.
4 times.
I haven't.
Did you realize
so
four times
4
0,
videos.
0? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I don't.
That's part of the joke, Joe. Way to go.
No, it's not part of the. Listen, this is serious business. We're talking about Rating on Your Parade. There's no joking. This man is his goal in life is to bring down BeerTube and pit every. You know who the real corruptor of BeerTube is? Rating on Your Parade.
Rating on Your Parade.
Yeah, he's the one that likes to plot, and he's the point man. He's the point man.
Joe, stop trying to fucking blame the corruption on somebody else when we all know it's you.
Yeah.
Listen,
Joe.
Listen, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
100%.
Let's face it. You've ran.
It is all
innocent,
Joe.
You ran poor innocent Jay out of Rod's chat. You took over Rod's chat, and you're running it with a fucking iron fist.
And now
You're such an asshole, Joe. Such an asshole.
Nobody gets on there now that you don't like.
Who sits there and would be like that, Joe? Just you.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? You guys have me all figured out, and I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I had to say absolutely nothing, and I appreciate that.
You're a madman. You're fucking madman.
I am. You would say maybe I'm some sort of groomer of sorts.
Yeah, you are. Poor Rod J. I actually fear for Rod J because he's going to end up at the short end of the stick with this one eventually.
Is it weird to masturbate to photos of Joe? I'm just asking for a friend.
No, Joe, photos of Joe are always so amazing.
Drew the masturbator.
Especially when you see that white stuff stuck in his beard.
Well, you can just pretend or make sure it's
I don't know.
You can try sucking on it, seeing if it's semen.
I mean,
I was on my way.
That's an option. I can't feel it anyway.
I was on my way out of work today, and I got in the elevator, and there was a guy in there that had a Buffalo Sabres hat on. And I'm like, oh my god, average is spreading.
Oh,
you realize your team is also super shitty right now, Nick?
Unfortunately, it's like 3 games in.
The difference is one of those two teams is on an upward slope, and the other one's on a downward slope.
I'm not even sure which is which at this point because
my Red Wings are doing all right.
Yeah, well,
you know who the only people are who can masturbate to Rhino's photos?
I can.
It's Eskimos because all they see is this bright, blinding whiteness, and it reminds them of home.
Thank you for reminding me. There's no love for me, Lee. Thank you,
Chad. That's not true. I've masturbated to your photos plenty of times.
What? Don't Eskimos count?
I can't be with Eskimos. They're not down here. They're up in the snow.
Jesus, you're fucking racist. You albino asshole.
We expect better out of you, Chad.
I didn't say I wouldn't be with them because they're Eskimos, or I wouldn't be with them because they're too far away. I can't walk that far.
he's saying he couldn't find them in all the snow.
Hey, all you Eskimos up there, none of it. The albino rhino will definitely have none of it.
None of it.
None of it. That's hilarious. That's so hilarious. I mean, it's pretty good.
Hilarious.
That's
jokes. Pretty good.
Only the best jokes. Only the best jokes. The best people with the best jokes.
Yeah. I got the best words. I know the dictionary the best.
I know that I've read. I've
just
read
goes, yeah. All fucking hammered on his 10% of great beers. Yeah. So
what are you on now, Greg? Are you on the crest now, or?
I'm on the crest. I'm on my third 10% beer, and frankly, the crest is not the worst. I still think the Fax is the worst of the bunch. The Martins is the best. The crest is in the middle, and the Fax is the worst.
I bet if you had the crest first, you would think differently. I think you're like so fucked up now that it's like everything just
Wow.
What you're saying is perfectly possible.
Yeah.
I want to say, Greg, that it's impressive that your brother-in-law was able to secure you 2-year-old bottles of pumpkin on accident. So, I apologize for my comment on Untapped, but that's great.
It actually wasn't my brother-in-law; it was my parents-in-law. I asked them to give me some pumpkin, and I asked them, Chad's list of 5 best beers available. I asked them to see if they could get any of those, and 4 of them were not available. Yeah, the list of 5 best pumpkin beers. Chad did it last week.
Yeah. That list we did like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think Avery one was probably the only one that was available.
Yeah, right? Rumpkin was the only one available, so somehow they got me 2 bottles of that, even though I only asked for 1.
Dude,
but that being
fucking
said,
beer is like $15 for like a 12-ounce bottle.
$13.50 US a bottle. But I got 2 bottles of it. But I'm hoping it's gonna be really good. I'm hoping it's good. And then they got me. Then for some reason,
it is great though. By the way,
they got me a 4-pack of pumpkin, which after I checked the bottle date was from 2015. And then for whatever reason, they got me another single bottle of giant, like a big 650 bottle of pumpkin, and that one was from 2017. So I don't know why, but all I know is 4 small bottles of pumpkin, 1 big bottle of pumpkin, and 2 small bottles of Rumpkin cost me like $70 Canadian. So yeah.
Well, I mean the Rumpkin by itself is like $35 Canadian, almost 40 if you include tax and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
it's expensive.
Well, Rumpkin's an awesome beer, but again, it's a huge beer. It's like I forgot 15, 16, 17%. So it almost turns into like a non-pumpkin beer. It's almost like a barley wine with spices and pumpkin. It's just, I don't know. It's a strange beer. Be curious to what you think. I really thought it was awesome, but again, it's a fucking crazy big beer. It's not like pumpkin where you can get a 4-pack and be okay with that.
So have you had Rumpkin before, Joe?
Mm-hmm. I've had that, and they have another one called Pumpkin with KY in there, jelly. I know I mentioned it before. But yeah, because it's in Kentucky bourbon barrel, so they do the KY. But yeah, it's a good beer. You should have told them to check out for the cold press and the rum barrel age. They probably went to like a fucking old grocery store that were based on fucking 2-year-old pumpkin just hanging out. Did they mention where they went?
They went to Napa Valley. It's admittedly it's a good place, but the thing is, the owner doesn't fucking ever move his bottles. He doesn't ever put them on sale. So if shit doesn't sell, it just sits on the shelf till it sells.
Yeah, the couple times I went there, I tried to stay away from the IPAs just because if they didn't have a bottle on or can out date, I had no idea.
Yeah, his IPAs are heavy. Now, granted, I haven't had a 2017 pumpkin, but the 2015 tastes pretty much exactly the same as I remember pumpkin. But I'll at some point in the month stay tuned to my amazing Untapped channel, and you'll see. I'll tell you what I think of the big bottle I have. Of it.
She started YouTube beer tubing channel where you just get on there and read your Untapped check-ins. See what basically everybody wants, a 30-second beer review.
Hey, you know what? I get shit done. I'm not like Chad where I have like 12-minute beer reviews. Yeah, Mr. Freddy Krueger costume.
Fuck you.
Yes,
I love you too.
Brian, Jamie, Berserker. Yes, the Sabres are terrible. I know this. They've been terrible for like 5 years. They're horrible. They're
honestly, Chad, everything you say on this chat, it should be like this. It should be like, there was a new beer in Ontario, bitch.
I'll do that next week.
Listen up. This brewery is in your nightmares, bitch. This beer is gonna be on prime time, bitch.
Jamie's aunt bought him a 2-year-old pumpkin, so he shit on her lawn.
Oh wow.
Oh, did you like the beer though?
And according to Berserker 80, he wants to know if anyone wants to buy a pickle.
Depends. Is it part of a?
How much is the pickle? Tell me.
One pickle, $5.
That's expensive. See, I get pickles for free from my mother-in-law, so I'm adverse to paying a lot of money for my pickles.
Yeah, that seems kind of private.
Mr. Angus Wangus says he hates pumpkin, but he has to admit the cinnamon donuts go awesome with dark ales.
Chad, I want you to tell Angus Wangus that he's literally a terrible human being for hating pumpkin, because pumpkin is amazing.
How many people have consumed pumpkin outside of pumpkin seeds? Honestly, anybody?
I've consumed pumpkin out of pumpkin seeds.
No, I said aside from pumpkin seeds. Like actually,
you can get pumpkin fucking at sushi places.
And admittedly, pumpkin's not as good as squash, but still, pumpkin can be good if it's cooked properly.
Yeah, it's not that flavor. It's really not much going on.
No, a pumpkin doesn't give it a huge flavor. It's more mouthfeel than anything else.
It's very earthy, and
it's the spices they're putting in the pumpkin beers that actually make them have a flavor.
It's like a chick with glasses. She doesn't seem that hot, but once you get her naked, it can be a lot of fun.
Once you take her, like in every sex comedy or softcore film from the 80s and 90s, once you take Nerd's glasses off, she's super hot all of a sudden, and everyone knows.
Yep.
Not like that. Not another teen movie that came out in early 2000s.
Whoa! I never realized how hot Deborah was.
Yeah,
I thought she was a fucking nerd.
She's totally fuckable.
Nerd.
Totally ugly with her glasses on.
And the movie you're thinking of is She's All That.
Yeah,
no, I'm not thinking of She's All That. I'm thinking of Not Another Teen Movie.
No, well, that movie made fun of She's All That.
Yeah. Like She's All That was like the legit version of that, and then that just ripped that off.
I think I watched that with Agnes. Hang on, I'm gonna check. Agnes, have we ever watched She's All That?
Like I don't know, it's 100% beers, guys.
I actually forgot she's actually out of the condo walking the dog right now. So I yelled
what the fuck? He's hammered.
So I yelled at nobody.
I'm just glad she didn't answer back.
No, she's normally I walk the dog at this time, but she's walking the dog because she respects my BDU commitments on.
No, she respects the fact
that's
you
why.
Consumed a lot of terrible beer at high alcohol percentages this evening.
Yeah, there's no respect going on there. It's more like
I did. We just had some awful sex like 5 minutes ago.
Chris's beer, 2 Fists of Head. Yeah, it's the Boddington pub there, so it's Nitro.
Chris, this is a real cool story, but your mic is shit.
Still probably better than Klizak with whores, but still.
Oh, that's better.
It sounded like an echo.
So Jamie, Yeah, the two fists of head. Yeah, that's the Boddington's. It's Nitro. Chad pointed that out today, and I've never had it, and it's pretty good.
Will you basically drink anything that's nitroed at this point?
Oh yeah, he'll suck it down.
Have you had anything nitro that was bad that you didn't enjoy?
No, I did
That
not.
seems like a goal.
Let's give him some nitro semen.
You probably would even enjoy that.
He is the Scott White of nitro beers.
I don't know who Scott White is, but I respect that guy.
It's Scott White of Nitro beers.
Did you figure that one out?
I was texting somebody and it just clicked in my mind right there what you were saying.
Somebody want to put a link up for Scott White, please?
You don't need to see Scott White.
He's just a YouTuber that's
in total love of Sam Adams.
Yeah, he likes this. He likes him a lot. He's a big fan. Sam Adams.
And to be fair, it's probably not such an accurate comparison because he's kind of a sad, douchey fan of Sam Adams, like to the point where it's just, dude, find other beer.
Yeah.
Am I just throwing more shade at these fucking new beer tubers or what? What's going on?
I feel like you're trying to.
It's almost like
oh my
Lee,
god,
Lee,
how you doing, YouTube? That dude was right.
it's almost like Lee's not particularly welcoming.
So
No,
changing
he's very
topics for a second, segue. I looked up the price and the physics beer pourer, and it's actually gone up in price now, which is kind of.
Has it really? That's unfortunate.
Yeah, actually, last I checked, it went up in price, but I haven't looked recently, like within the last month.
Yeah.
But I want to
Be cool to try out.
Try it out. Yeah, for sure.
It'd be cool to do some videos too with it, like getting a beer and comparing it between that and just like out of the can or bottle itself.
From what I've seen on YouTube, I think there's only about 3 or 4 people that actually did that. Oh, not really did that. Just did a review on it, right?
Well, one of them is Dar. He was a big.
Good old Dar.
Yeah, he did it, and I mean, it sounds like a cool concept. It basically makes the beer as far as mouthfeel goes. In between, somewhere between nitro and like a regular carbonated beer. So if you do like the softer mouthfeels, I know that's what you want.
Oh yeah, Joe.
It's crazy how low it's crazy.
Tell me all about it, Joe.
I don't know. I don't have one of those systems, so I have no idea. I can't describe it to you. I'd love to. We got Dan, Booze Review CA. Dan, you want a link? If so, too bad, because I don't have one. Chad.
Joe, what the fuck, dude?
He says there's a red velvet cake nitro beer.
Yeah, that's Ballast Point. They actually put beets in it to make it red.
Oh, really?
How good was it?
I had it. I don't. You know what? I don't remember liking it too much. I'm gonna go to trusty Untapped, where all the cool kids hang out that are douches like myself. Right, Lee? That's what people.
It's one of those when you fucking put red velvet cake in the title and it's beets.
I never untapped it. I didn't really care for it. It was kind of just it was kind of a bit too sweet and just I don't know. The concept sounded cool, but I don't think the execution.
Give me a Black Forest cake nitroed fucking beer. I'm in.
Yeah, that's just just every Black Forest cake nitroed beer. Sign me up. I mean, I'm on board.
Every single with some coconut on top, sprinkled, right?
Oh, if you want to get me like a pina colada nitroed beer or some
toasted coconut at that.
Just give me some Cava nitroed, and I'm good to go.
Actually, just
give me a pumpkin beer nitro,
and just give him a fresh coconut cracked open right beside it, and he can just go to town.
I need to cleanse my palate somehow.
Does anybody have a nitro pumpkin beer?
I was actually trying to get you a Freddy Goes Coconuts from Ottawa because I thought you'd love it.
You thought he'd be the kind of guy who would love it, eh?
Here's there's a pumpkin nitro beer from fuck me.
Can I get it at Wegmans? That's
no, it's Breckenridge Brewing. They do. They've been doing some nitro beers. They do a vanilla porter nitro, kind of like the Mill Street one. And as much as this pains me to say, it's not as good as the Mill Street one. Mill Street one's totally like a 7 out of 10 max, absolutely max.
9.5.
Breckenridge is like a 6.5. No, but they have a nitro pumpkin spiced latte beer, but it's not available here locally. I saw it in Erie, PA, I believe it was.
Oh my god, I don't want to drive 3 hours to get a beer.
Well, I mean, I didn't say you were going to. I'm just saying they do
I'm
exist.
picking you up on the way. Let's go.
Let's go to Eric. I got all the Nitro pumpkin spice latte, baby.
All the Nitro. Why not? This is the best time to go.
Yeah.
Look, I'll pick your ass up. We'll go.
Actually, Erie's only $1.45 from like my house. It's not that bad.
So it's a 3
right down the 90.
drive.
And there's Voodoo Brewing Company, the one that I gave you that fucking double imperial double chocolate stout that was in the can, the nitroed one.
Yep.
It was all chocolate.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do beers that are good too.
They do beers.
They do beers.
All right. Well, I'm getting out of here, guys. So have yourself a good night.
How many fucking?
How do we replace you, Lee?
Lee?
How do we replace you?
With a giant
fucking
cuck.
weak.
We need a giant cuck to replace him.
Do we?
Kyle Robinson in the comments.
In that case, get Jay in here.
Lee, before you leave, answer the question.
Yeah.
What's the best
Will you fuck
beer?
him?
What's the best budget beer?
Up, Greg, fuck.
That's what I do. Fuck off.
Jesus Christ.
That's my,
Honestly-
that's my shtick.
Honestly, I
Settle down.
Don't be offended, Jesus.
Swear to God, I'm going to fucking try.
I don't know anymore because
A
honestly,
budget beer?
the concept of a budget beer doesn't even really exist in Nova Scotia because everything
It doesn't exist anywhere in Canada anymore.
Well, here's a question that I would pose instead of budget. What is the cheapest beer that you'll pick up when you don't want to pay the extra for something that's craft or premium?
Coors Light,
10%.
$44 a case.
probably.
No.
Turn your fucking notifications off, Chad. Fuck. Mute it.
Oh. Probably go for maybe Coors Banquet, I guess. I don't know if it's necessarily all that much cheaper, but
Don't do it, Lee. Don't do it.
I don't know.
You're gonna get
Old
raped.
Vienna.
Yeah, we don't get Old Vienna, so yeah, I'm gonna go fuck off and eat pizza and watch movies. All you guys have a good night. Goodbye.
Oh,
See ya.
I'll miss you.
Barely.
gonna
Oh, you
get
left
it on
before
with
you even
Daniel
said
Harper.
goodbye.
There's a lot of
Daniel
comments that you've
fucking Harper.
neglected, Chad. That's not cool.
Now that he's not here to defend himself, he's probably going to be doing things with Daniel Harper.
Dan from Booze Review CA said he was talking about the Nitro Red Velvet. He says it was fucking gross. The only good thing about it was the label, and he also still has 2 bottles sitting in his fridge from 4 months ago. I mean, beer trade with Chris. That's what I'm hearing. Beer trades because he sent out 1 package this week, but not yet, and probably send out another one at some point in the future, maybe 3 years from now.
Dan, listen, I'm in Canada. You can send me the beer, and I'll be like Jordan and not replace him. And send him.
And they complain about them being 6 months old when you send them.
It's funny. Oh yeah, fuck Nick. I gotta send your shit still.
Yeah, no, that's what I was referencing.
Hey, you mean the 4 months old to half hours on Earth beers? Yeah, but I'm not complaining.
It just sounded like you were though.
No, I was talking about Jordan.
Hey, listen. If I don't send them, how much money do you want for them? Because then I'll drink them.
I don't care. They're 4 months old at this point. If you
Yeah,
really
give them
want
like
them, go ahead.
$2.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
A toonie.
Okay, who fucking muted me? First off, second off,
I don't think
second
anybody.
off, Kyle Robinson, Old Vienna. Old Vienna is my budget beer of choice. If I was here in Ontario, if I was in the U.S., it would probably be Genesee Cream Ale.
Okay. Yeah,
nobody actually muted you, Chad.
No, I don't think they did. I think you got confused.
So why are you muting yourself?
I'll finish reading these comments. Brian says he's making a toasted coconut IPA, which sign me up.
Yeah, Brian, I want some of that toasted coconut IPA. I needs it.
Wangus Angus Mister says the cheapest beer at the beer store is Black Label, $31. Brian agrees with your OV. And then Jamie says cheap, shitty, mid ABV budget beer, Laker Red 5.5. And then he said Mickey grenades are about the same price.
Mickey grenades aren't
rather
nice.
I would rather drink the PC red ale than fucking the Laker Red. I'm just saying, and that's no ABV.
The Gee's supposed to be bringing me a Mickey's grenade this weekend.
Don't be too excited about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right. No, it's all right.
I could try. Yeah,
It's Yeah, it's not terrible. It's a malt liquor, so temper your expectations is all. It's the only way I can really say it. Yeah. How much was the you showed us that beer earlier, Nick? The blood orange goza from Anderson Valley.
What was geez, like 28 something, almost $29 for a 6-pack of cans.
That beer's literally like $3 American here. Like
really?
$2.79. Yeah, that's terrible.
I don't think I would want to buy that, but you know what? I might be interested in picking up a single for like $5 because if that's
it's a good beer
to try. But there's no fucking way I'm gonna buy a 6-pack, for $30 fucking dollars.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Ridiculous.
That's one thing for you guys in the East Coast and in the non-privatized stores. I don't think I could be into beer as much as I am if I had to buy 4-6 packs of everything. That sucks.
It was already that Unibrew Pasters pack I bought last week was already $27.99, I think, and that's pushing it. That's a 12-pack, and this is you're talking about selling at $29 for a fucking 6-pack, 6 of the same beer? No fucking way.
Yeah, well, shit's expensive.
Yeah.
Hello, Dad.
I am angry. I am angry. Rawr. How's the bourbon stout? There you go.
As I'm sipping on a $8.50 can.
Yeah, but you got to buy just one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And what is the style? And what is the percentage?
It's a barrel-aged imperial stout. So it's a Kentucky bourbon barrels, double oaked for 147 days.
Oh, that's 3 times as long as Innocent Gun.
So that's the same as every other one?
That sounds like Kentucky Bastard.
That's 2 1/3 times longer because Innocent Gun is 66 days.
Yeah, they're lying to us. Come on.
Wait, Dan, isn't he like just like Nick, except without the enormously large penis?
That sounds like what do you call it? The Kentucky Bastards or Nickelback.
Are we saying that we're going to have a penis measuring contest between Nick and Dan?
I don't think you can have a penis measuring contest. Dan,
what is this? East Coast versus West Coast?
Dan, no offense, I'm sure your penis is of ample size, but there's no fucking way you'll compare with Nick's dick.
I'm sorry. I've landed myself a wife, so my stick's got me going.
What do you say? You're too proud to measure penises?
Wait, you landed a wife. That means you have no balls. Doesn't mean you
ever.
Yeah, well, it all goes in, at least if I don't have any balls, it means won't be having any more kids. So I'm happy.
If you ever mention anything about your manhood to Greg or Paul, they'll never let you live it down.
Listen, here's the only thing I can tell you is that Nick traveled in my car for approximately half an hour, and then my car broke 3 months later. I assume it's because of his giant manhood.
Did it get caught in the radiator or something? Like, what the hell?
No, the cooled seat mechanism.
They had to rebuild one of the cylinders, so whatever. It was covered under warranty, so I'm not upset. But still, Nick, fuck, like your dick doesn't need to be everywhere.
Hey, I made my vehicle leak oil all over the place, so I cracked something in that engine.
Your brand new vehicle?
No, not the brand new one.
Okay, I was going to say.
Greg, when you say...
Yeah, mine's only 6 months old, so...
Greg, when you ask, and not politely, Nick to not have his dick everywhere, are you under the impression that he has a detachable penis?
I'm under the impression that Nick's dick will do whatever he tells it to because Nick is in full control of his dick.
The only bad thing about having a detachable penis is you forget where you put it.
And then you burn in hell.
I'm
reading Jamie's fucking comment.
Listen, all we've established is that Nick definitely has a bigger dick than everyone else on the panel, especially Dan.
Well, especially Greg.
There's no way to prove this
because they're all Polish.
Nick's dick is obviously bigger than mine. Like it's like 100% better than mine.
Mine's like an Andy belly button. No big deal.
I'm Irish, so we're not much better than the Polish.
On a fur coat.
And again, I mean, if you were to compare Nick's dick to a normal penis and then compare it to mine, you've seen what I drive. So I have like a minus 110, 50% penis.
How can you compare if you've never seen it?
Nick,
It sounds like you want to show people, Nick. Go ahead.
Like you want to show everyone your
Nick, like you didn't fucking pull it out. Like,
I do want to.
Like,
I do want to show people, just not you.
Nick only wants to show female people.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Females are people too.
Greg's all over the homo thing, so fucking show them.
Yeah, show it
I have no idea what's happening.
Show it to Glizak. He's hard
Why
up.
do birds suddenly appear?
And your dick
Are we talking? Is that a euphemism for penises?
Hi, Dan. Welcome to the chat.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Yes.
you came in at the right time.
The sky is blue tonight. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
If
Greg's explaining why I'm the new king of beer tube.
if Lee was here and he would do the Macho Man impression, you would know that you have entered the danger zone. And that is basically when Nick starts talking about his penis, which happens about this time every week on BDU. So, you know,
it's pretty much like clockwork.
And by Nick talking about it, I mean mostly Greg. Greg is the one that started, not me. I know Greg always starts it.
Joe, don't be throwing this on me. Fuck you.
Now you're talking about fucking people after your penis.
Listen, Joe, we all love Nick's penis.
All right. I mean, I can't deny that. I mean, there's no again.
I want to start talking about penises. We're talking about something else. Penises.
There you go, Joe. Speaking of sexy, there's an IPA from Trailway.
Yeah, that looks good.
I have the feeling that Nick's penis and Chad's eyesight are interchangeable.
Oh boy!
I think I should have another half hours on Earth fucking beer right now. Just drink it.
You should totally run in front of them and just be like, "Oh,
Chris,
so
honestly, Chris, if you want one, go ahead.
Just suck it down, Chris. Come on.
I'm not saying I'm getting up right now to go get one,
but you're going up to get one.
Yeah.
Chad or Chris, have you had any Jack Daniels? Have you ever had Jack Daniels in your life? Because you have a poster behind you.
Greg, I'm going to say this friend to friend. I don't think you've had enough beer tonight. Do you have any more 10% shitty beer laying around?
I might have 10% shitty beer, but I probably have some high ABV, like okay beer.
Oh, you have a bunch of pumpkin, right? Just drink it all.
You want to drink? You want me to drink a pumpkin? Okay, I'm gonna drink a pumpkin just for you, Joe.
That's cool.
Joe,
this is my no, go get it.
Joe, this is on you. I'm gonna go drink the pumpkin. Oh, I think Agnes is home because the light just went on. Hang on.
Ask her to help you.
It's not on him. It's going to be on your keyboard.
Hang
but
on.
that's
Yeah, go ask her to help. This might be the worst idea I've ever had. He somehow gets louder. I love it. I don't even think that was a possibility.
Yep.
You're home now. Are you sure? Is that our dog? Fucking sit down, Greg. I don't know how she does it, but it happens.
I don't know how she does it either.
No.
I'm going to switch over to
half hours
on Earth.
What are you drinking?
This would be the the Yalla barrel fermented Yalla tart. Fuck, I can't even read.
You had how many 10% facts?
Dry hop with Citra. So this is.
Oh man, I want to try that one too.
It's dry hop, so it's going to be fucking totally going to leave the palate.
Chris,
oh man,
Chris.
I wanted to try that one too.
Chris, that's the one he wanted to try.
I know he did.
Everywhere. Holy fucking real ale guide here.
You know what?
That was like you
one
fucking
day
stabbed him in the
soon,
heart.
whenever I get all my my finances in order because of everything that's going on, I'll get us some more half hours on Earth stuff and I'll send them to you.
It's pretty easy. You just fucking order it online, get it sent, and then you can send it to you.
Old.
It's probably still all right, but it's not as fresh as it should be.
It was canned and it's not IPAs. It should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna lose a decent amount.
I'm gonna get a fucking napkin right now.
That was karma, Chris. That was karma.
I tried a bunch of them when it was up.
That's 100% karma. I get it.
I tried a bunch of them when it was up. It's fine.
So Dan, you been drinking any good beer? What have you been up to?
Well, I've been trying to drink good beer. I've been having a lot of Outcast beers.
That's a nice looking beer.
Oh, that's the guy that what's his name? Patrick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the one that Jordan hates all of a sudden.
I'm not aware.
Oh,
I'm not aware.
Who is this Jordan guy?
I don't know, some freak of the West of some kind. So.
Oh, this is fucking dynamite, Nick. Fuck, this is so good.
He brought me a double IPA. He brought me a double IPA, and it was amazing. It was an 8.2, and it drank like a 5, and it was just nice and cloudy and rich and juicy. It was just like, yes.
Nice.
Right before he went to the Great American Beer Awards.
Oh, he went to the Great American Beer Festival?
Yeah.
That's cool.
A little jealous, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, if for any beer lover, I think that's always like something that is kind of the bucket list at some point. Got to do it. Sounds like an amazing time. Another beer tuber, Joe D, one of the OGs. Him and a couple people from his Share a Beer panel, they went and had a great time, all of them. So
nice. Yeah, I got to go one time. That's a given. So.
Yeah, it just sounds. I mean, it just sounds like, going for like 3 or 4 days too. Going a couple days beforehand, and just there's like an amazing amount of tap takeovers at like every single brewery and bar that's basically downtown. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a little jealous. That one of these days when I win the lotto, and they let me into the States, or the States actually becomes normal. Oh, well, never mind.
No, I mean. You're probably going to be dead by then, Dan. You're probably be dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't even know what normal is anymore.
I don't think anyone does.
No, I don't think there's an actual definition of normal at this point.
I'd
like to think. Just there is a normal, but I don't know what it is anymore. I really don't. It's unfortunate.
I'm not sure a lot of people know what normal is anymore.
Everybody's definition of normal is different too.
Yeah, this is very, very true. No, but I'm enjoying that. I've also been I got myself like $200 worth of Twin Sales beers out of Port Moody, and I was just those went quickly. I shared those with a couple buddies, and like, yeah, this has to come to Alberta. I'm like, well, it better damn well better soon. So
yeah, they do all the Merc bombs, all the haze for days, turbid New England style IPAs. I just my buddy sent me some other half beers out of New York City this week, and I'm pretty pumped up tomorrow to get it.
What?
So nice.
From the New York
along
City
with a bunch of stuff I may or may not have bought off of Amazon for a potential channel of some sort for somebody that I'm not aware of.
Oh, I can't wait.
Cryptic? Much?
Yeah, not me though. Not me.
I can't wait. It's totally you, and I love it.
No, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you're talking about. Totally didn't order any of that.
Awesome. You want a special guest star? I mean, does that person want a special guest star? By star, I mean not really a star.
Maxwell star. I'll take a Maxwell star. I heard he's the best. He's the king of BeerTube now, according to raining on everyone's parade.
Raining on your parade. Raining on Lee's parade, apparently.
Yeah. What's the talking about price? What's the most anyone has paid here for a beer, single beer?
$50.
And people in the chat too.
Ooh,
$50.
Not me.
And what was that? Was it the Eclipse?
That was the Eclipse. Yeah.
I paid $20 for a Westie 12.
$14.50 for Flying Monkeys. One of the fucking Aurora Heart, I think it was, or $12.50. I can't remember what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
You?
What was it? Aurora Heart?
Yeah. No, that was $10.50, I think. Maybe the Chocolate Manifesto would have been more.
Chocolate Manifesto here is $10 American, which is crazy in the States. And it seems more expensive.
Insane.
Yeah, so it's probably fucking comparable. I think it's about $12 or $13.
Yeah.
When it comes up. What about you, Joe?
I asked the question and I don't even have a response. I probably, if you go by ounce, Kunin out of Detroit, their Raspberry Icebox, which was $35 for a 12.7 ounce bottle. So 35 for what was that? A 3?
355?
No, 355 12. It's like a 390, 380 something. 12.7, whatever 12.7 is not quite
400. Okay.
Yeah, it's just slightly under 400. So say 390 mils for $35 American, which would basically be about $45 to $48 Canadian, something in that range.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it was a great beer, and I'm not disappointed I bought it, but that's a lot of money.
Some more crack.
Are you gonna OD on some beef jerky this evening?
Oh, probably.
You know what, Chris? You can keep that entire beer mail if you just mail me some of the jerky.
Yeah, you should mail him some jerky.
Right, they will 100%.
Dude, that's a great deal. Like if
That's
you
actually
mail
not a bad deal.
like $5 of that jerky is like a bag. It's like it's pretty cheap.
Oh, it's fun. You know what? You got a deal. We're live.
All right.
The deal is on.
Sweet.
I'll send you jerky.
You get no handshake though. You guys got a dick shake.
Oh. I warn you, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Well, that's on you. I guess he gets to keep that.
It really is on me. Shut up.
All over you. I want to say
you.
I want to say that
That's
was
on Chad.
His fucking notifications, but that was actually him. Now he remuted.
We have comments to read.
Read them.
Probably quite a few.
Read them, Joe. You're the comment reader right now.
Well, apparently I am. Jamie says he can get half hours on Earth easy to Nick. So fuck you, Chad. I just added that last part.
All right.
He's having a Muskoka Harvest Ale recommended. RN recommended? I don't.
Registered nurse? What?
I don't. He said RN recommended. I don't know if he means he's recommending that or recommended by RN, who I don't know. Also, Beer Zerker says this is the painkiller, but I'd imagine he did it
A while ago?
the proper way. Yeah, a while ago.
Pain! Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't want to embarrass myself more so than I already do. Jamie also said, Beer Zerker, I just saw today your TPB review. Nice to see you back. Yeah. Brian says, I was thrown off with the Harvest. Yeah, I mean, I've checked out most of Beer Zerker's stuff, and I have not checked out my feed today, so I'll have to see. It's nice. He hasn't posted something in months.
A while.
Yeah. Brian says, I was thrown off with the Harvest Ale. Didn't know it was an IPA before I bought it. Beer Zerker also said the Trailer Park Boys beer was delicious.
The beer, yeah. Which one?
I'd imagine it was the malt liquor.
Am I the only one that didn't like it?
No.
No, a lot of people did not. Which goes without saying.
Gimmick beers fucking don't work all
Yeah.
the time. I mean, their first one was good. And the fucking... what was it called? Yeah.
The fucking lager, whatever it was.
The lager was good. It was actually fucking pretty surprisingly good, but the fucking the Keck 23, I haven't had it, but all I've heard is terrible.
You gotta like malt liquor, and then on top of that, you gotta probably like really shady malt liquor.
I'm back, motherfuckers.
Unfortunate. Jamie says single beer. Does Utopias count? From Sam Adams. I guess, but not really. I mean, I'm talking about something that isn't super special like that because it's more of a liquor.
I have a Utopia. It's not that good.
I know it's not that good. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Before Greg, how's that pumpkin treating you?
I'm having a Southern Tier Pumpkin. This is the one from I thought it was from 2016 last year. It turns out I think this one's from 2015 as well. So hey, why not?
Are you serious? That's terrible.
Yeah, I still have a Warlock from 2016. I'm gonna try. That's a year old.
Yeah, that's good. Brian says per volume, $5 for a 355 ml can of Omni Polo.
Did he say per volume?
He said per volume, $5.
Per volume.
I'm gonna go on to Beer Zerker's comment. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I don't think you understand.
I wish I didn't, but I get it. Beer Zerker also says his most expensive was, I don't know if he meant specific or maybe he's drinking this now, but the Rochefort. I don't know if he's talking about the Rochefort 10 or not. But then Brian says the most he's ever spent was $10 on a beer. Jamie says Rochefort is cheap here, less than $4 for a single. Beer Zerker then said, wow, it's like $30 for the 3 here, which here it's like $7 a bottle American. So it's
what is that? The 6, 8, or 10?
The most expensive beer I ever had is the Cunahan Raspberry Eisbach, which was $30-something US.
That's what I said.
around $50 Canadian. And was it worth it?
Where's my turkey?
It was a good beer. Was it worth the price? Nowhere fucking near.
It was worth it to try it once, but as far as like an actual beer to price going forward, no, I would
not worth it.
No. Basement Beer says, "Where's my jerky Fred Durst hat?" That's pretty funny. You do.
Fair enough.
Is it just one of those days, Chris?
Just one of them days.
Don't make me break shit.
I'm just I'm rolling.
No, just you're not. There's no rolling happening, and it's not your way or the highway either. Jamie says, "RN equals right now." He interwebs better than I do, a little better. So he recommended that beer as of now. Chad says, "Love you all," because I guess he loves everyone in the chat. Beer Circus said it was the Freedom lager that he liked, not the.
Fair enough. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the Freedom.
And that, and Dan said in the comments, I was not a fan of Freedom. By the way, good to see you back. Mr. Angus Wangus says, "I think a professional beer drinking league would break records with respect to TV ratings, like Beer Movie Beer Fest. Any opinions?"
Beer Movie Beer Fest.
You ever see the Beer Fest movie?
No. Say anything like Fubar?
No, well, it's a little bit more of a fucking higher production, but
it's just from the dudes that did
much better than Fubar. Yeah. But it's the dudes that did Super Troopers, and they go to Germany and they have the beer drinking games, and it's just a stupid comedy movie about beer.
It's a stupid fun comedy. That's all it is. I don't think you just kind of get lost in it and enjoy it.
That sounds like I should probably sit down and watch it.
You should.
A beer drinking league. Now, what kind of?
I don't know. Like,
what are we doing? Are we like kicking a ball around, or are we just passing the ball around?
We're gonna put it in a Sweet 16. No, it's gonna be like the NCAA basketball tourney where we take 64 beer tubers. I guess it's now 66, 68, and we put them in a bracket, and we compare the quality of their beer reviews.
Oh crap!
Be probably one of the worst things I can watch.
I'll be out in the first round.
Nick is shitting. Shh. That's what
he's probably throwing up them fucking taquitos that we told him not to eat.
What? He had taquitos tonight?
He has taquitos every night. Let's be clear. The man lives at 7-Eleven off the buffalo chicken taquitos.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what his bowels are saying right now, Dan.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're like, "Why do you treat me this way?"
Let me tell you guys about this half hours on Earth fucking barrel fermented yalla.
Do you really like it though? Not even joking around. Do you really like it?
You know what? This is fucking good, warm. Like it's been sitting in a box over there, and if this was fucking colder, like at least fucking not ice cold, but at least drinkable.
Just cool. Yeah, just cool.
Yeah, it's good now. It'd be fucking awesome later. I can't wait to have the rest of these.
Yeah, now you're I like the look. Now you're starting to drink everything like Chad. The difference is you're in an apartment fucking 25 feet, 30 feet, 500 feet in the air.
I wasn't planning on drinking these because they were sitting in a box waiting to be sent.
This is the 10th floor age, not my cellar. It's 75 degrees up here, guys.
Don't go out on your balcony.
We're 100 feet up from
that's where he's going to start aging his beers over the winter. He's going to just leave them on the balcony.
Joe, fuck you, Joe. I love you, Joe. How's it going, Joe?
I feel like you haven't had enough beer, clearly.
I'm having a 8.7% pumpkin. Let's see. This is 8.6. 8.6% pumpkin.
You know, now I know why Advil stays in business. It's because of you drinking. 10%, 10%, 8.6.
The thing is, Greg doesn't get hangovers because he's a professional alcoholic.
I do not get hangovers. It's a special thing I have.
He just gets louder. That's the only thing that changes.
That's true.
I think he needs this next time.
To be fair, that probably happens when I'm sober too.
I don't know. You haven't been around yourself when you're lit because you're you. But yeah, you get louder. It's okay. No big deal. It happens.
Listen, all I know about Dan is that he wishes he was Nick, but he can't be Nick because Nick he doesn't have a 26-inch cock.
Well,
I don't have a 26. What the fuck?
Let's be clear. No one wants a 26-inch cock. The struggle was real at that point.
And the crowd goes silent after that comment.
Seriously,
Way to go.
if you had a 2-foot penis,
You'd be passing out.
Yeah, there would be.
I'm watching porn. Good night.
Passing out in the direction.
Listen, I remember seeing this. I remember seeing this news story about this dude named Jonah Falcon, who he had like
biggest dick.
he had like the 14-inch penis, and it was like causing him all kinds of physical and emotional issues.
It's not 14 inches. It's like 2 feet. It's like
No,
2 feet. It's like 2 feet, but it's mostly foreskin.
This is the dumbest and greatest conversation.
One giant fold of skin.
Look up Jonah Falcon. You'll see his dick, and you'll see it's mostly foreskin.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look up Jonah Falcon. If you want to, that's on you.
Greg just thinks.
Listen, here's the key thing: is that you guys are all hung up that I said about 26-inch penis. I'm not talking about Nick's. I'm not talking about Nick's length. I'm talking about his girth.
Oh.
Is that like a fucking dinner plate at that point? I don't know. I don't understand what's happening.
I'd rather talk about the Detroit Red Wings than this right now.
It's like 3 inches long, but 26 inches deep.
This is so bad. It's
You
great.
make it sound like it's a cancer polyp or something. It's just like 3 inches long, but it's this big.
I'm trying to get that.
It wouldn't even go in the hole if it was happening.
Nick, I'm trying to get them to pick up the pilot, so relax.
And that's why it doesn't go in the hole.
It's the pilot episode of Huge Cock.
I'm sorry, but Hugh Hefner died. He didn't want to do that anymore. I'm out of here.
Huge Hefner.
Huge
That is as bad as the fucking pickle box where all the puns.
Pickle of the month. Here, baby, you want my pickle of the month?
Oh boy!
I think there would be someone that want pickle of the month.
You know what? If it
It's
was
a mini dill.
$10, if you pay $10 or $8 to $10 a month, maybe. But $54 come on.
Seriously, if someone is paying $54 for pickled goods through the mail,
so
I'm under the impression that they just have money to burn for no other reason than
right.
What are you getting out of this? Are you getting like
pickles?
Like a pound of pickles each week?
But
who eats that?
They just bring in a fucking dump truck worth of pickles.
A dump truck full of.
That shouldn't have been as funny as it was, but when he said, "What do you get from this?" and Joe just said pickles, that was hysterical.
I mean,
hey, pickles are root for her pleasure.
It's like one of those things, though.
Pickles for her pleasure.
I am curious. They send you four different, I guess, not cans. I guess it would be bottles or jars
bottles
of
pickles.
So how big are the jars? Are they like the fucking 2-pound jars, 3 pounds? Or are they like
they're
regular?
They're craft pickles, right? So they're usually small.
Well, I don't know what the fuck's a craft. Excuse me. There's a lot of things that are crafted. I don't know about fucking craft pickles.
You know what I mean? The small company pickles, it's not like a fucking Vlasic or something.
I know, but seriously, even if you're put it this way, even if you're a so-called fucking craft pickle, why are we debating craft pickle?
Well, remember, you brought up fucking New York brine a couple times. Their jars are.
No, I know it. And here's the thing: that those were like $7 a jar. So even if I spent $54, I'd have like 8 jars of them. So if you're only getting 4 jars,
they're not getting mailed to you.
Oh, they're not getting mailed.
As Beer Zirkin said, they're 14-inch jars.
14-inch.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I got a 14-inch jar
for $54.
No, you don't.
I said a jar. I didn't talk about my dick.
Jar.
Oh,
with the rest of the.
Listen, all I know is that my mother-in-law gives me all the pickles I want every month and doesn't even demand that I penetrate her puss.
Oh,
okay.
Your aunt?
What is
So,
exactly
Chad,
that?
What do you think you are on Game of Thrones?
No, because he said mother-in-law.
No, she's my wife's mother.
Mother-in-law.
She's my wife's mother.
She's got no relation. There's no
wife's
genetic
mother, but
crossing
there's
there.
no sex going on.
Now hold on, hold it.
There's no sex. She's still a virgin. She's
She's literally given birth to 2 daughters, so she's literally a virgin -2.
she's had sex twice. That's
Exactly.
improvement.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you came to the wrong chat, man.
Dan knows this going in every time.
You know, I'm so glad this 11% was my starter beer for tonight.
I've already 3 10%. I'm working on an 8.6.
I don't care what you fucking have.
Yeah, Greg.
I'm sorry. Let me do this the right way. It doesn't matter what you have.
And Greg, you know the best part about it?
Listen, Dan, you're far too vanilla for this chat. Now go have sex with an anus.
Vanilla.
With your anus.
Vanilla. Look here, you drunken piece of motherfucking shit. Vanilla.
I don't know what Dan's talking about.
Vanilla, boy.
Because you have handled your liquor extremely well this evening, Greg. Like we can't even tell that you've had any at all.
No,
not even a little bit.
Listen. Have you ever fucked your wife's lesbian lover in the a-hole?
No.
Is this something you?
Well, then fuck you, vanilla.
Well, obviously, I didn't answer it, so I'm not vanilla anymore, bitch.
The question is, have you? And if the question is yes, then I have nothing at that point.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. I'm just saying yeah, I have.
Interesting. And that, folks, is what we call a little bit too much, a little too far.
This has been TMI chat with the Rhino and Joe.
And on
This
tonight's
is
show,
what we call. This should have been offline. This is what this is called.
Yeah, this on you, chat. By the way, where the fuck is Boris? I want to see Boris.
I want to see Boris.
He is sexually aroused right now. Do not show
Boris
him Boris.
is right there.
Oh,
Okay,
Boris.
so obviously I've got to keep my voice down because I've just scared the crap out of my wife and cats.
Layla's my
And
dog.
Helga
is my name is Helga.
See, in normal people's houses, that's how that works.
Yeah,
Dan,
pretty much.
you just don't tolerate it like some people do.
What a nice dog is Helga. Listen, Helga is a much nicer dog than Dan is.
I'm a dog now? Oh my god! I've gone from vanilla to dog. What's
join
next,
link? All of you guys in the chat are welcome to join. Here comes the join
We're
link.
going offline. Hold on a second. Why are we going offline for?
We will definitely not use any N words.
There is the join link. Come on and join us.
We haven't
Come on,
even
join us.